contains 3 different short films with one common element. Each of them features a character that goes by Art the Clown. The first short is called The Ninth Circle, and the first time we see Art the Clown, he's creepily smiling at the camera in a montage where he's just one creepy clown amongst many demons, shadowy figures, and whatever this is. The first time we see Art in action, he appears seemingly out of nowhere to harass a young woman waiting for her train in Realmsville Station. The woman ignores Art, but as we will come to learn, Art the Clown isn't someone who can be easily ignored. He literally carries a bag of tricks around with him to get people's attention. After politely asking him to stop, she decides to ignore him, so he saddles up next to her and hands her a flower, which is crawling with bugs. Her terror makes Art laugh hysterically, but also silently. Then, as she tries to run away, Art injects her with a sedative and takes her prisoner. The horn honking, the silent laughter, and the involuntary injections will remain some of Art's signature moves throughout his existence, but there's a huge difference in this short compared to everything that follows. Here, Art is literally working on behalf of the devil. His victim wakes up alongside 2 other women in a dungeon filled with the aforementioned demons and hideous creatures. So, is Art a demon? It would seem so here, but later on, there are also indications that he might be a disturbed human gifted with some supernatural abilities. He feels pain
basically
and he
Freddy.
does die, albeit temporarily. The VHS tape that appears in Little Timmy's Trick-or-Treating Hall is an anthology, which means that 3 separate, semi-amateur filmmakers made short films that incorporated Art the Clown. If this is true, then he must be something of an urban legend in this world. He's a known entity, or a myth that people know about. So then who or what is Art the Clown? How can I analyze the history of a character who is left intentionally obtuse? We don't know where he comes from or what he's motivated by because he never speaks. He's just a horrendously violent, sometimes goofy clown who hides behind his face paint. Even he does not seem entirely sure what he's capable of. Lucky for me, I've analyzed a horror villain just like this before. Art
If
isn't
it's
the
a
first
normal
brutal,
clown,
violent, mysterious, and
it's killable, but if it's a demon,
that would be
I
the
don't know
original
about that,
slasher,
bro.
Michael Myers. In fact, Myers was also
I don't
something
know.
of an urban legend in his town where local children referred to him
Maybe
as the
I'm just
boogeyman.
being petty or
But
some
as
shit
we
like
dig
that,
further
but
into the Art the Clown
for real,
character,
if it's
you'll see that the
killable, I'm not
similarities
scared.
between Art and Michael go
Like,
deeper
fuck,
than general
if it
mannerisms
can
and
die,
overall
I'm not
perception.
scared.
I think Art the Clown could be a Michael Myers
Like,
for a
you
new
should be
generation.
scared
To
if
find out
the
how,
thing that
stick
you try to
around the
kill
end of
for
this
self-defense
video. This video is
isn't finna
sponsored
die.
by
Like,
Factor.
what the fuck? Nah.
Welcome to Horror History, where you'll find fun little surprises in every bite. Today we are discussing Art the Clown from the Terrifier franchise. Art the Clown has evolved quite a bit over the years. Damien Leone, the creator of Art the Clown and the director of the Terrifier movies, claims that the idea for Art started with a creepy scene that he envisioned between a woman and a clown on a crowded bus. In this imagined scene, the rest of the passengers gradually exit the bus, leaving the clown alone to terrorize the woman. This idea evolved into the scene in the train station that we just talked about from The Ninth Circle. The Ninth Circle is not only the first short film featured in All Hallows Eve, it's also the first short film that Damien Leone made that featured Art the Clown back in 2008. Leone described his approach. I threw in everything. Clowns, witches, demons, monsters, everything up against the wall, hoping something would stick. Art the Clown certainly stuck, but if we want to understand what made him
Bro,
stand out,
you
we
should have
understand
just threw in angels. Scary angels. Like, dead ass. People, like, if you want to make a horror movie about something that has nothing to do with, like, horror. So, like, people find, like, I don't know, hope in religion and angels and safety and stuff. But what if they turn evil, right? That's a movie. That's a movie right there. Nobody would do that shit. The only nigga that did that shit was Doctor Who. Like, for real. Like, and that shit was popping as hell, bro. That shit was hard as fuck. Gonna be thinking about things, bro. Like, I don't know how hard creating a movie is, but the idea of a movie shouldn't be that hard.
his inception. Leone has stated in interviews that he was very aware of Pennywise when he created Art the Clown.
Like, we have
Leone
so
knew he
much
couldn't
clowns,
top
bro. We
Stephen
got
King at Pennywise's
Ronald
particular brand of
McDonald
creepy clown,
with a
so he
conspiracy
created Art
theory.
to be the polar
We got
opposite.
John Wayne
Pennywise
Gacy.
has hair and
We
round
got
features,
it.
while Art is bald with gaunt
Pennywise.
features. Pennywise is colorful. Art
Fuck
is
all
black
them
and white.
clowns, bro.
Pennywise speaks. Art does not. Pennywise
Oh,
doesn't
we got
use
Joker,
weapons, but Art
too.
will use any
What the
weapons
fuck?
he can get his hands on. Instead of copying him, he used Pennywise as a sort of anti-inspiration. However, that doesn't mean that there aren't any similarities between Art the Clown and Pennywise. There is a hitchhiker scene in Leone's 2011 Terrifier short film that reminds me a lot of the scene from the first It movie where Pennywise flags down a driver and asks,
For real.
And there's
That
even
ass,
one
I
scene
wouldn't
where
even
Art's
help
eyes
the
glow
nigga.
white,
If a
very
nigga
reminiscent of
in a
Pennywise's
clown
eyeballs.
suit is
Whether
standing beside
intentional
the
or
road,
not, there
nigga,
certainly
I'm
is
just
some crossover between these
minding my
other
own
clowns.
fucking business.
As far as appearances
I
are
wouldn't even
concerned,
help
Leone claims that Art
hobos.
the Clown's
So
look was also
okay, that's not
partially
even that's
inspired by a
cap.
clown that
I would
appeared in
help
his
them,
favorite
but
TV show, The Twilight Zone, in an
fuck.
episode called 5 Characters in Search of an Exit. This clown doesn't chop anyone's limbs off, but he definitely looks somewhat similar to
This
Art.
nigga gives me
Thankfully, Leone
killer
stopped short of
clown
giving Art a
vibes,
flower
bro.
pot for a hat, but he does later try on these very stylish sunglasses. Audiences wanted more Art the Clown after the Ninth Circle, so Leone put him at the center of his 2011 short film Terrifier. Leone put the short on YouTube where it got noticed by producer Jesse Badgett, who convinced Leone to put the Ninth Circle
Bro,
and
I
the
get
Terrifier
that shit
shorts together
straight.
with one
What the
other
fuck
short
is
in a
this
horror
shit? I can
anthology
never
that
get
eventually
it
became
straight.
All
What is
Hallows
this?
Eve. Art the
I'm a
Clown is the
retard.
glue that holds
If
All
am I
Hallows Eve
special
together.
ed?
His brutal acts of violence combined with Leone's expertise
Can't
in
sit
special
straight.
effects makeup helped the film stand out and garner demand for the feature-length Terrifier in 2016. This was one story, and it was Art's story from top to bottom, or I guess more appropriately, from bottom to top. If you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. The myth of Art the Clown continued to grow along with Leone's budget, and in 2022, Terrifier 2 really put Art the Clown and the entire franchise on the map. There's now a third Terrifier in the works, and Art has begun to pop up in popular culture. They've put his face on ugly Christmas sweaters, and he even made a cameo appearance on Pete Davidson's show Bupkis. Art the Clown went from being an underground YouTube slasher to sharing an IMDb page with Edie Falco and Joe Pesci in the span of a decade. I think the secret to Art's growing popularity is the simplicity of the character. He's a creepy, horrendously violent clown dressed in black and white. We don't know much about him. He's a blank slate of a mute monster that only comes out on Halloween, putting him in the same camp as Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise. We don't know much about Michael Myers except for the fact that he's the antagonizing force in
Like
Laurie
we
Strode's
literally
life.
know enough
However,
of
it's
this.
this open-ended brand of evil that makes Michael versatile enough to tell a variety of different stories over the years. Halloween 2 is about dreams and nightmares. H2O is about avoidance and facing one's fears, and the most recent trilogy is about intergenerational trauma. If you attach too many specifics to a character like Michael Myers, it would limit the kinds of stories that could be told around him. Instead, his most defining characteristic is that he's brutal and evil, much like Art the Clown. Storytellers have done this for
Fucking
years.
mask.
Before Michael Myers, characters like Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Invisible Man were used to tell all sorts of stories that reflected the culture of their time periods. Outside of horror, there are characters like Mickey Mouse. The audience hardly knows anything about Mickey except for the fact that he's a friendly mouse that somehow owns a dog and has a girlfriend. Or is it wife? See, we don't even know that for sure. This allows Disney to do whatever they want with Mickey. He can star in Steamboat Willie, he can be used to tell a classic story like The Three Musketeers, or he can be the centerpiece of something more experimental like Fantasia. Mickey Mouse is simply a delivery system for happy stories, the same way that Art the Clown is a delivery system for hyper-violence. See, they're the same. Mickey equal Art the Clown. So with all of this in mind, let's dig in and go over
They're
everything we do know
literally
about
not
Art
the
Clown
same.
to start
They're literally not the same. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This clown is committing genocide, and Mickey Mouse is just a friendly ass mouse that got the bag. It's not the same thing, bro. What the fuck?
unravel some of his mysteries. In order to do that, we've got to take it back to Halloween Nights 2013 and the rest of the content on that mysterious VHS. Art the Clown appears in all three of the short films on the VHS tape, and he slowly makes his appearance known in the home of the two kids, Tia and Timmy, much to the horror of their babysitter, Sarah. We've already covered most of what Art does to the woman on the train platform in the Ninth Circle, but there are a few more things that I want to point out. First, in this short, Art looks a little different. We can actually see the skin of his neck between his mask and his costume. This could be a minor thing or an oversight, but it does make Art initially seem more human. Art doesn't seem human for very long. Right after he injects the woman with a sedative that knocks her out, Art appears in a more demon-like form with lit-up eyes, the first and last time that we see him this way. After the scene on the train platform, Art doesn't show up again until the very end of the film, when
Did
he
he
honks his
activate his
horn
powers, some shit like
Everything
that?
that takes place in the Ninth Circle, between the glowing eyes and the flashback to the horn honking, seems to take place in hell. This makes sense because the Ninth Circle is a reference to Dante's Inferno, which is essentially a journey through the nine circles of hell, with the
Okay.
Ninth Circle being the deepest level where the devil resides.
That ass though. Why do all those like sacred places have like different levels though? So you're telling me, like I was like, people that are bad go to hell, right? That's what I've been taught. But it has different levels. So if I'm a serial killer or I do genocide, I meet Hitler. Hitler is that basically what he's trying to say?
The devil actually makes an appearance and drinks the blood of a fetus in the short film. This
that's
begs
nasty.
the question, is Art the Clown a demon? If you only saw Art in this very first short film, you'd probably think so. There are allusions to angels and demons later on in Art's timeline, but overall, this direct line to the devil is mostly abandoned. The connection to the devil, the glowing eyes, the imperfect costume, and the fact that Art is played by a different actor in these short films can all be chalked up to artistic license. Remember, the character in these shorts isn't literally the Art the Clown. They're just interpretations of the idea of Art the Clown, a character from urban legends. So the idea that Art is demonic could merely be a theory by this filmmaker.
See, it's just a scary movie. Let's watch it.
Yes, that's me. That's me. Also worth noting, Michael Myers was also interpreted to have a cult origins in Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. The premise of this chapter in the Michael Myers story is that Michael was cursed as an infant by the demonic cult of Thorn, and that's why he must kill his own family. This wasn't a popular storyline, so that aspect was not included in future timelines.
Yesterday we got a theory that Freddy Krueger did all that shit. That his mom was already dead when she told him to like kill them. So she was already dead, right? So yesterday we watched a similar video about Freddy Krueger, and they did a collab with Michael Myers and Jason. And with Jason, his mom told him to kill those kids, right, and all that type shit. But like they reformed it in such a way that Freddy Krueger acted like his mom, and that's why he did it, because Freddy Krueger has those powers for some reason, fully explainable and whatever the fuck not. So I'd be thinking like, if they collab all these serial killers, they must be in the same universe, right? The fuck. So if Freddy Krueger did that shit once, why shouldn't he do that shit twice? That nigga's unkillable. Like,
he's
what the
evil
fuck?
enough without the devil, and
Like,
as we're about to find
unlike
out,
all
he's
the
got
others,
plenty of
Freddy
paranormal
Krueger is
and supernatural
unkillable, bro.
abilities of his own.
Michael Myers got in jail. He got
It's the
he's
most
in jail.
wonderful time of the year. It's Halloween season, which means it's also the most
Scream
wonderful time of the year
died.
in terms of food. Thanks in part to my sponsor, Factor, for bringing those fall flavors. For a limited time only, you can get seasonal
Jason
favorites
got
like the cranberry
defeated?
pecan chicken and apple Dijon pork chop. Just hearing that is making me
Well,
so
Freddy
hungry.
Krueger,
I might have
though.
to stop
Freddy
doing
Krueger
these ads
exists.
because they make me so hungry.
They
Factor also
he's
offers
just
gourmet
living,
plus
bro.
After Sarah decides that the kids have had enough freaky videotape for one night and sends them to bed, the real Art proves that he's not limited to just the world of fiction by hiding in Tia's closet and freaking her out.
No, it's just make-believe. Demons, witches, monsters, that doesn't exist.
But
And
he
that's
wasn't
why
really
you
monsters
stay
to think
strapped.
about it.
The
Like,
gun isn't gonna save you
vampire
at
or
any
werewolf.
type of point.
He was
Or
just
like,
in a
okay,
costume.
it is gonna
Someone
save
like
you,
that could
but
really
maybe not in
exist,
every
right?
time. It's not
Like
gonna save you
a
every time.
serial killer.
But like, if you have
This
a
seems
gun,
intentional. This
if you have a blicky in your home, and some suspicious happens, so let's say a demon clown is like literally in my closet, I shoot at that nigga. The nigga doesn't die. I know it's something else. I'm out. I'm not fighting something that doesn't die, bro. I already told you guys that. I'm not doing that. So if you have the blicky, if you have the gun, you shoot the warning shot just to know what the fuck it is. Okay? If it phased through the dude, it's a ghost. If it doesn't affect the dude, it's a demon. If he bleeds, it's human. So it's alright.
suggestion that Art might be
It's
human
alright.
actually makes him scarier in the real world. Sarah goes back downstairs to watch more of the videotape in what I assume is the one house in America that still had a VCR hooked up in
Damn,
2013.
VCR?
I guess finding a DVD or Blu-ray in your Halloween candy isn't nearly as creepy. Maybe Art would have reached more people with a Blu-ray that just comes in a VHS box like the Stranger Things
Damn.
physical releases. At least that would explain why we have a
she's a
VHS
old
tape
fuck.
displaying video in widescreen.
If you know, then you know.
Anyways, the second short on the tape
I used
barely
to-
features
used
Art the
to,
Clown at all. He's very much
a
shoehorned into the
PS2?
story. Basically, at the beginning, a woman mentions her Art.
Sorry for all the pausing, by the way. A PS2. You know that you could use the PS2 to watch videos or films? Did you know you could do that shit with PS2? Cause I had this one Dragon Ball movie. It worked like shit. It was buffering every 10 seconds, or okay, 10 seconds is crazy. Like every 3 minutes or some shit like that. But I could watch the shit on my PS2. I just put in the disc in that shit and turn it on, and I could watch the video. I didn't know that. So VHS is basically still a thing. You only need a fucking disc. Like for real, like what the fuck? If you don't have a DVD player and you have a PS2, I don't know if it works on a PS3, but if you have a PS2, you could still watch those videos.
artist's husband, who painted a terrible face that earned him some attention in the art world. The husband claims that he must have been in some kind of trance when he painted the face because he doesn't remember doing it. Long story short, or rather, short film even shorter, when the painting of the terrible face is revealed at the end, it's Art the Clown doing his signature smiling face. The whole painting feels a little bit forced, but it's worth talking about because it introduces a different kind of supernatural element to Art's character. Can Art the Clown possess people like a demon? Does he possess the minds of artists exclusively? Could this be why he's named Art in the first place? This might seem like a little bit of a stretch, but this isn't the last time that Art will torture the mind of an artist. Back in the real world, Sarah is disturbed by Art's smiling face and turns the movie off. She hears something upstairs and assumes it's the kids, but when she goes to check on them, Timmy claims that they've been in bed the whole time and tells Sarah to stop checking on them every 5 minutes.
I heard you creeping around outside the door and turning the handle.
Again, we don't.
So you're not finna tell them it was not you, bro?
He's probably lingering around, and Sarah starts to get freaked out herself. If this terrified babysitter business seems familiar, it may be because Laurie Strode was babysitting Tommy Doyle and Lindsay Wallace when she first encountered Michael Myers in Halloween. Sarah's curiosity outweighs her fright, however, because she goes back down.
See, like, I don't know. I don't know why people are dumb as fuck. Like, I got a kid, right? So, there will be a time that I need a babysitter for that shit. But, like, isn't the first thing you tell your babysitter if something happens, you call me? If somebody breaks in, you call police? Nigga, if... I don't know. I would have been calling the police, bro. I would have been reloading my gun at that point, bro. What the fuck is this shit? I know it's a short film, but like,
the third and final
come on now, bro. Let's be real.
2011.
We're in 2023 right now. Everybody has
the first time
self-defense
at
at this point.
He's getting kicked out of a gas station for supposedly smearing piss and shit all over the walls. Not the last time he would destroy a public restroom, and he notices a woman filling up gas as he walks away. Art looks slightly different here than he did in the Ninth Circle. His neck is no longer visible, his mask is longer and tied down with a collar of sorts, and he's got a more pronounced bump on his nose. Leone said that Art's new look in Terrifier was intended to make him look more zombie-like and a little scarier. He also carries a much larger garbage bag. A little later, Art interrupts an interaction between the gas station attendant and the woman, who we learn is a costume designer. Art lures the attendant back inside the gas station to dismember and kill him. He's about halfway through beheading the guy when the costume designer stumbles into the scene and freaks out. And here it is, Art the Clown's very first documented act of horrific violence.
Bro, that bag is full
Keeping
of
up with
weapons.
our Michael Myers comparison, let's look back at his first murder as well. It also took place on Halloween, and Michael was wearing a clown costume, perhaps the most direct link between the two characters. The woman speeds away in her car and makes a frantic 911 call when she sees Art on the side of the road with a sign that says circus.
I hate fans, but they don't fully stop working away.
She's
that
right.
probably means that your pants are too short.
This is her first piece of evidence that Art possesses supernatural abilities, in this case, teleportation.
Annoying as fuck.
After nearly crashing her car in panic, Art appears again, but apparently his supernatural abilities don't include opening locked car doors. Art must have taken another victim earlier that night because the costume girl comes across another motorist who is dismembered and defaced, literally. The faceless driver looks very similar to some of the witches featured in the Ninth Circle, though I don't necessarily think the filmmakers are trying to say that Art's victims are banished to the hell depicted in the Ninth Circle. The costume designer drives away yet again, but little does she know, Art the Clown has stowed away in the back seat of her car. You can see she just leaves the door open when she goes to check on the other car. Not the smartest. But one thing is for sure, Art's attempt to suffocate the costume designer by pulling saran wrap around her face is a dumb one. She punctures a hole in the saran wrap and slams on the brakes, sending Art flying headfirst into the dashboard. Art is stunned, giving her time to find a brief refuge in the woods, locking herself in an old barn. We know Art is no match for a locked door, but that doesn't mean he can't find other means of entry. Art emerges from the ground and attacks the costume designer with what would become one of his favorite weapons, a bunch of sharp objects attached to a chain. However, the chain breaks faster than a Breath of the Wild weapon, and as Art struggles with it, the costume designer grabs a small blade and sticks it in his eye before jamming a knife in his back. She escapes and manages to flag down a vehicle driven by a young man with a face. Art rises from the ground and, with a knife still in his back, chases after her in a car of his own. He's a surprisingly skilled driver. He pulls up next to them and shoots the driver in the head, all while silently laughing at what he's done. Art's use of a firearm is a departure from what you'd normally expect from a slasher. Michael Myers used a variety of weapons, but never a gun. Leone has stated in interviews that his choice to allow Art the Clown to use guns is a deliberate one. It's part of his larger mission to continually break the rules and expectations with Art in order to keep him unpredictable. And it certainly seems to have caught his victim by surprise. She careens off the road into a tree, and Art takes her back to his lair, where she wakes up on a surgical table to find that he's been hard at work mutilating her body. He points and laughs at her as she discovers that her limbs and breasts have been removed and several words have been carved into her, like pig and many others that may rhyme with punt, mitch, and glut. And this is where the Terrifier short ends. So what do we learn about Art here? We know he has some supernatural abilities, and that locked doors are a weakness for him. He killed 2 men and a faceless third person whose gender we can't say for sure. The thing that I notice is how he really locked in on the costume designer the moment he saw her. He hunted her down, tortured her, and carved some very female-targeted insults into her flesh. So does this mean that Art has a problem with women in particular? Is he less the Michael Myers of his generation and more the Elliot Rodger? I don't know if there's enough evidence to say for sure, but it sure seems like it based on these first couple of appearances. He has a tendency to target women and just kill the men that get in the way. Michael Myers is very much the same way, going after Laurie Strode, Jamie Lloyd, Kara Strode, and Allison Nelson as his main targets throughout the years, but also stabbing anyone else who gets in his way, male or female. Art would continue to primarily target female victims going forward, but that's also most horror movies, so this text carved into the costume designer is probably the strongest evidence we have. What is clear is that with Art the Clown, your best bet is to expect the unexpected. This is especially true when he makes his first appearance outside the VHS tape and in the real world. Sarah the babysitter scrambles to turn off the TV, but the remote won't work. Art saws a body and stares directly through the television at Sarah. He's blurring the lines that separate the real world from the world within the videotape, and this is just the beginning. She turns off the TV and answers the phone. The woman on the other end screams for help and yells about a murder at a gas station. It's the costume designer making the exact same 911 call that she made in the movie. The TV suddenly turns back on, and Art the Clown now appears to be literally trapped inside of it. After seemingly trying to break out of the TV screen, she sees the image of the living room that she's standing in, with Art sitting behind her. Seemingly to reflect this, he materializes in the real world, but Sarah smashes the tape before he can make contact with her, and he disappears. Tia screams upstairs, and Sarah goes to check on her. But what she finds turns her entire world inside out. Art stands at the top of the stairs, laughing and covered in splats of red. In this instant, the real world takes on the same grainy look as the Terrifier short film, indicating that Sarah is now in the horror movie. And, as she saw in the VHS tape, anything goes. Art points to the children's bedroom where Sarah discovers the kids, beheaded and chopped to pieces. Art signed his name in blood on the bedroom wall, effectively introducing himself and perhaps signing his latest masterpiece. Maybe this is why he's called Art, because he makes spectacles of his kills and signs them like works of art. I certainly think it's a work of art, but then again, have you seen my apartment? But interestingly, this is another thing that Art and Michael Myers have in common. Michael also likes to make artwork out of his victims, with extravagant displays and elaborate setups. Think about the scene from the first Halloween of one of his victims arranged under the Judith Myers tombstone, the carousel display he set up in Halloween Kills, or even his signature head tilt, almost as if he's admiring his kills in an art gallery. Michael Myers doesn't sign his work, but then again, Haddonfield is a small town and people know his name.
Michael!
This final sequence demonstrates that Art the Clown exists not just within the short films on the videotape, but also in the real world within the movie. And to put another hat on this hat on a hat, as this story comes to an end, Art invades the screen of the viewer the same way he invaded Sarah's screen just moments earlier. This The Ring-esque move suggests that Art may exist in our real world as well. It's a final touch that adds a little bit more mystique to Art the Clown. 6 years pass before Art makes his presence known again in 2019. You're probably asking yourself,
yeah, bro,
came out
we
in
got that
2016,
stream
why does the
shit,
movie
bro.
take place in 2019? Let's break it down. Art always attacks on Halloween night, which of
So
course
did you
leads into
unban me?
November 1st. In Terrifier,
Bro.
we see a cell phone that says it's Friday, November 1st.
Listen, bro, I don't even know which mod fucking banned your ass, bro. I didn't know. I don't even know, bro. Not gonna lie. Hey, the rope is hard as fuck. And I got it from an older brother. Okay? I got it. Basically, I was a plug. Like a couple months ago, I was a plug. And he had a friend that needed some stuff, right? So I gave him that. And for exchange for this fucking oversized rope, for me, I was just making money and I got some free stuff. So I was like, why the fuck not? It's hard as fuck. It is.
November 1st only falls
Okay,
on Friday in 2013
we watched this
or
video
in 2019.
about Art
Next chapter
the
of our
Clown. I
story
don't
takes
even know
place
who this
exactly
Nick
1 year
is for
later,
real.
And in that story, in a child's bedroom,
But
we see a poster
since
for
we
an album
watched
by Animus called A Dreamcatcher. This
Freddy
album came out in
Krueger.
February
I'm
of 2019,
convinced
so it could be on a kid's
that every
wall.
nigga is just
That
Freddy
being
Krueger.
said, there's also this newspaper clipping which claims that it was published on Saturday, November 1st, which is obviously contradictory, so it's pretty likely that the filmmakers don't have a timeline in mind.
Oh, also the schedule. I just now made a schedule when I changed my pants. Okay. From next week, like starting next week, I work on like Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Then I will on those 3 days will probably stream in the evening, right around like what 8 or some shit, 6, 8, 4 hours. But the rest of the week, I throw a bunch like 10-hour, 8-hour, maybe 12. You know, the rest of the week. So that's a W, right? It's a W, right? We got some consistency schedules in this bitch. So again, Monday till Wednesday, we got streams like shorter streams. We got like streams that range from 4 hours to maybe 5, 6, because I gotta work that day. But every day else, besides those 3 days, it will be like whopping 8-hour streams on that bitch. Maybe 10 and shit. You know, you that type shit. And Freddy just be doing stuff, bro. I swear, bro. And they be collabing too. Like, Michael Myers is also in this same universe. And I was like, what's up with all these serial killers and their moms telling them what the fuck to do, bro? The fuck?
For our horror history purposes, it's
Freddy
more likely
didn't
that
have
there
no
could be a
mom to do
misprint
that
on
shit,
this
and he
newspaper
is
rather than an
internal.
error
He's
by the
still
seller.
alive.
So we're gonna go with 2019.
Bro,
So with all of that
Jason
being
got
said,
defeated.
We still don't know exactly what Art was
Michael
up to
Myers
the
is
years
in jail.
since we last saw him. But it's safe to assume that he was out there butchering
Scream
people on
died.
the Halloween nights between 2014
Only
and
thing
2019
exists
as well.
is
We know Art
is
murdered a
literally
little
fucking
girl at a
Freddy.
carnival at some
Like-
point before Halloween in 2019. After this happened, the carnival was just abandoned there, and it seems that Art is living out of it. We eventually see a bloody bathroom there in 2020, which basically serves as his lair. Based on the size of the mess, I'd say he took other victims here as well. It's too much carnage to have just been from one child. I would know. I mean, I wouldn't know. It's safe to assume that it happened on Halloween, like the rest of his murders.
Hey,
As for the little
yo.
girl, don't worry, we'll meet.
I
her
mean,
soon.
but
And
he's
while
a
this
G,
probably
though.
Isn't an intentional parallel or
Art
anything,
the
Art's
Clown
living
is a
out of an
G,
abandoned
though.
carnival
He's
for the
standing
other
on business
364
that
days a
nobody
year
is
leading up
talking
to
about
Halloween.
because
It feels a
nobody
lot
knows
like
what his
Michael
actually
Myers
business
hiding
is
out
and
in the
nobody
sewers
knows what
during
it is.
Halloween ends. Anyway, whatever he was doing in the meantime, by the time we see Art in 2019,
He
looks
doesn't
a
even
little
talk, so he
different.
doesn't
let's
even
pause
explain
for
himself.
real-world context. Mike Gianelli portrayed Art the Clown up to this point, and the thing about Gianelli is he's not an actor. He essentially got
Also, the shitty aspect of this video is that they don't have enough information about this clown, so they merge canon events with fan-made events. So he will talk in multiple, like, fucking ways, as in like this art, this shit, this the canon art, this shit. I'm like, if you're running out of fucking ideas, bro, please. Oh, you're cooking noodles. What noodles you got? What noodles you got, bro?
the part because he was
Holy
a friend
shit.
of the director, Damien Leone, and more importantly, a good sport. Leone said that when he cast The Ninth Circle, his
Like,
first priority was
makes
finding
no
someone who would be
sense.
comfortable sitting in makeup for 3 hours a day. Gianelli had helped Leone with his makeup test before, so he got the job. He wasn't an actor before portraying Art the Clown, and he hasn't acted since. For the first feature-length Terrifier, Leone put out a casting call, and that's how he met David Howard.
This nigga
Thornton.
got a fan
Leone
base
said that the
of
difference
niggas that
between
don't
the two
know
actors is that Mike
who this
Gianelli
nigga
was
is.
a guy dressed as a clown, but David Howard Thornton actually is a clown. Leone describes Thornton as a real-life Roger Rabbit, with comedy and clowning chops.
Like,
and
I'm not
length
even.
for body.
Ooh, some beef
Okay,
noodles.
back to
Oh,
our
I had them
notes.
yesterday, nigga.
Art
Holy
prepares for
shit.
Halloween the same way that most of us do, by getting into costumes.
Those wasn't.
He puts on his gloves and face paint.
They're
and
kind
you
of
actually
mid.
get a distorted
Not
view
gonna
of his
lie,
unpainted
the
face.
chicken ones
This
are better.
getting ready montage is probably the most compelling evidence that Art is actually supposed to be somewhat human, but there is still an air of mystery. about it.
Oh, by the way, I did some conspiracy with my girlfriend, basically my wife, basically. Just now, like, and we were talking about that racist, yeah, from yesterday, right? We were talking about that nigga, cause he said like, how is your McDonald's job, right? And I was like, but isn't that only a stereotype in America? Like I was really thinking about that shit, cause he didn't even say KFC. That would be awfully accurate, cause here in the KFC in here in the Netherlands, bro, or like in the city that I'm at, bro, only black people work there. Like, I'm not joking. I'm not racist. I swear to fucking God, it's true. It's true. All black people work there. Like, for real. There's no white nigga. I've been in there. Only fucking niggas over there, right? He didn't even say that. He said McDonald's, and I was like, "The fuck do you think I look like, bro?" And I did the thinking. I think that this nigga really thought that I lived in America. I told my dad to get chicken. He got me beef. Oh,
around him.
damn.
A demon probably wouldn't have to take the time to get into costume.
Oh, nah,
but
that's
no
fighting,
normal
bro.
human would
Because
ever
the
have teeth
chicken
quite like Art.
flavored
Whatever the case,
noodles
Art prepares a few
are
choice
superior
weapons and
to
heads
all
out the
other
door. Later that
fucking
night,
like
he's out in the
chicken
streets where he
soup, like
follows
the
a pair
cup
of
of soup
drunk girls,
things.
Dawn and Tara,
The
into a
chicken
pizza place where they
soup
attempt to sober up before driving
wins.
home.
I don't
Art vies for
give
Tara's
no
attention
fucks about
and
other
takes a
soup.
selfie with Dawn before
Chicken
heading to the bathroom
soup,
to make another
chicken
horrific
noodles
mess. I
are
guess
just
the events
better.
of the Terrifier short film really do come from a place of truth. This time, he even signs his name with the resources he has available. I guess
Since
a
we
true
discovered
artist
that
makes
the M
something
in
beautiful with
McDonald's
whatever tools
stands
he
for
or she
money,
has on hand. And I'm not just saying that because I've used the
we
same
can
pattern
like
for every episode
assume
of Horror
that
History. Art slashes
all
the
the
tires of
other
girl's car and heads
flavors
back to the pizza place
that
where
differ
he
from
befriends
the
the restaurant owner and kills the
original
pizza
or
critic,
superior
whose last
one
act on Earth, aside from
are
getting
just
stabbed in the
marketing
face 1,000
options, bro.
times, was cleaning up Art's ex-girlfriend.
Like, for real.
Dude didn't exactly go
There's
out
no
on top.
nigga that told
While waiting
me
for a ride,
or
Tara heads
can
inside of a
can
creepy
make me
apartment building
believe
to use the
that
bathroom,
tomato
leaving
soup
Dawn to
is
wait in the
hard.
car alone. A breaking news alert
disgusting
mentions the
as
murders
fuck.
in the pizza restaurant, and the details are especially troubling.
The police are on the lookout for a tall, thin man wearing a black and white clown costume and carrying a large garbage bag.
But before Dawn can properly process this, Art pops in next to her in the passenger seats.
Oh my god, you're never gonna believe what I just heard on the radio.
As much as I'd like to ream yet another character for leaving the car door unlocked, if I had a friend that was just running in somewhere to use the bathroom,
Don't
real
niggas'
quick,
eyes
I
like
probably wouldn't
work,
either.
bro?
He would
What
keep her
what is
alive
this?
for now, but move her to an unused room inside the apartment complex where she's
I can
stripped
see
and hung
that shit.
upside
If
down
I
to the
see a
front beam.
fly
Then,
like
near the
in that
entrance, he
radius,
finds
like
Tara on her way
I-
out.
I'm
Or rather,
staring
Tara
forward,
finds
right,
him,
but I can
completely
see
frozen. I think this, is
this,
the most
right? I
tense
can
scene
see
of
the
Art's
rest, right?
2019
If I
run.
see a
And
fly
like many
moving
aspects
to
of
the
his
right of
character,
me,
he does it by reversing expectations.
I start
While other
fucking
villains might go for
spectating that
stare with
bitch,
fast
right?
movement
How
and
the
loud
fuck does
noises,
this
it is the lack of
bitch not
movement
notice
that's
that
unsettling.
that nigga
That's
just
why I brought
shifted?
up the importance of casting David Howard Thornton. His clown and mime skills translate really
Ah,
well to
good
suspense
play,
and
but
horror.
pretty.
After breaking the standstill, he chased
But on the beef though, on the beef noodles though, shit, I don't know, nigga, bro. I wouldn't, nah. You know that the chicken noodles are a full course meal. The beef noodles are just a snack. Okay, I'm just saying, like, all anime rules speculate that you use eggs with chicken. Okay, I got no choice, no other flavor. Fuck. Ugh. Nigga, if you get this shit in today, it's on you, bro. It's not on me. I already told you not to do this.
This is her into something like New York car lot. But Art, like Michael Myers, doesn't really run, relying on being methodical and persistent rather than quick. It's part of the psychology of what makes him creepy, which I'll expand on in a little bit. He
'Cause the
eventually
oil,
tracks Tara
the
down
water,
and slices her ankles, but she manages to stab him in the
the
side
powder,
and escape just before he can gouge her eyes out.
and the
Art
egg.
searches for her yet again.
Ah, you're shitting
One
today,
interesting
bro.
thing about Art's stalking is that he seems to be following her scent. That's just a minor specific, but it's one of the many traits that make him a little bit more than human. When he eventually catches up to Tara, he injects her with a sedative before she can get the attention of the exterminator who had led her into the building. Art takes Tara to another area where he ties her up and toys with her, feigning several attacks with an axe, then a saw. He seems to really get off on her fear. Eventually, he backs off, and
Freddy
just for a
Krueger, bro.
second, it seems that Art may be showing Tara a little bit of uncharacteristic mercy. But of course,
Bro,
that's
I know
not
I'm
the
sucking
case.
shit.
She
I
would
know,
soon
bro.
find that she is his literal captive audience.
I just
and
fucking
that
know.
the show was only just beginning.
Like, dead ass, bro. If I would eat that shit, I got the shit in today. This instant, for real, bro.
Art walks across the room wherever
Like,
the showman
the shit that I be
tears down the
saying
sheet to reveal Dawn
might
hanging
be
upside
weird,
down with her legs
but it's
apart.
true, though.
She is gagged and topless with her hands tied behind her back. Starting between her legs,
Oh,
he saws her in half, hot dog style. This is arguably one of the most brutal scenes of all time. As
Word?
he saws, he continually checks in on Tara, laughing all the while. Art is putting on a show, and the fact that he forces Tara to watch gives us a clue as to his motivation. Clearly, he set up this entire scenario so that he would have an audience.
Is this
Maybe
nigga
this
crazy?
is why he first appeared on that mysterious VHS tape 6 years prior. He wants people to watch him do the terrible things he does.
He's
a
breaking
clown
the
and a
fourth
mime
wall.
after all. Clowns and mimes need audiences to perform in front of. Even the way the sheet is set up before revealing Dawn
He
almost
literally
looks like a stage curtain.
knows.
By making his kills more gruesome and hard for others to watch, Art maybe gets more out of it for himself.
Bro,
Of
this
course,
nigga's
with
dangerous, bro.
showmanship also comes drama. Tara manages to wiggle free and stab Art, and though he makes no audible scream, the pain is written all over his face. He bounces back quickly and follows her into a garage.
It's a
where she hits
crackhead.
him with a 2x4.
It's a
Art is on the
crackhead.
ropes, but
It's a crackhead, bro. It's a crackhead hobo. For sure. For sure, bro. Cause crackheads really make you think that they got superpowers. For real, bro. For real. I saw this one video on World Star, bro. One crackhead against two women, bro. And I kid you not, bro. Bro, he knocked the fuck out of one, bro. She was flying, bro. Like, flying. Like, above the ground type shit. Like, some Mortal Kombat uppercut type shit. Like, this other video said crackhead does a backflip. Bro. You know those fucking, those sheds where you keep horses in and shit? Bruh. Nigga was standing on that shit, bruh. He did a whole backflip, bruh. Landed on his knees. He was fine. He
just
just walked it
appears
off,
that he
bro.
may actually be defeated with one more blow to the head.
Crack
He pulls out a
makes
gun
you
and
think
shoots
you
him
got
in the
superpowers.
leg, in the side, and finally
He got a
in
blicky
the
too.
face.
Crackhead, bro.
It's a cheap way out of the situation, but it does sort of follow Art's rule of doing the unexpected. He discovers Dawn's phone while reloading his gun in the other room, and he sees a text from Victoria.
This is
Tara's
literally
sister,
not a
who
demon.
would call
This
to
is
pick them up.
literally not
He
a
may be
demon. This is
mute,
just
but
a
apparently
crackhead.
He understands English and how to use a smartphone.
A
instructing
demon
her
wouldn't
to
know
come
this
down to
shit,
the
bro.
back. When he returns to Tara, who is somehow still alive despite being shot in the face, he finishes the job, but then notices someone is watching him. It's a strange, delusional woman who lives in the building and carries around a baby doll, taking care of it and acting as if it's a real baby. For some reason, she's listed in the credits as Cat Lady, even though she has a baby doll, not a cat. We do hear cat noises when Tara first runs into her, but that hardly seems like a justification for making
No,
her
that's
this
what
whole
you
entire
think.
thing.
This bitch
I
is
do
Cat
have a
Lady.
better theory about who she is, which
Okay.
I'll get to a little bit later. On the way to reach the so-called Cat Lady, he crosses paths with the Exterminator and smacks him unconscious with a hammer.
Dead.
Unlike the time Michael
What
Myers
you mean
killed a man in a
unconscious? That
jumpsuit
nigga's
and
dead.
proceeded to steal that jumpsuit, Art lets the Exterminator
That
keep his
nigga is
clothing, what
dead,
he would
bro.
do for an outfit change not long after. Instead of killing the baby doll lady, he steals her doll and treats it like a real baby. And when she discovers this, she pleads with him.
Is there kindness in you? Somewhere in your heart? Have you ever felt a mother's touch?
She touches him tenderly on the face, and he leans into it and starts sucking his thumb.
Homelander?
I don't know what the fuck that's
Bro,
all about, but I think
what-
it's safe to say that Art
what
does
is this
indeed
shit?
have issues with women.
Homelander,
and while we probably
bro.
will never get a backstory on how these issues came about, we can assume that they stem from some kind of trauma. Let's take his 1970s counterpart Michael Myers as an example. In a previous video, I discussed how Michael may have been traumatized by seeing his sister Judith perform sexual acts when he was young, and this was the root of all of his issues.
How
and
did
likely
this
the
nigga
motivation-
get traumatized? Like, this makes no sense. Literally. So, he saw his fucking sister getting her cheeks clapped, and that traumatized this kid, bro. Make it make sense, bro.
behind killing her in the opening of the original Halloween. It seems that whatever the cause, Art's issues around women go even crazier, because he cuts off the baby lady's scalp and breast to turn himself into a maternal figure, which is how he greets Tara's sister Victoria when she comes into the building to search. Art does a Bugs Bunny pretty lady routine before attempting to break into the locked closet where Victoria is hiding. Once again, he struggles with the locked door before going outside
So he
to
killed the
decapitate
bitch?
the exterminator's coworker who had come for backup. He pulls the guy's head off without much difficulty. Honestly, if Art hadn't gotten to
Why
him, the
are
guy's
there
head was
so
probably
many
coming
people?
off before long one way or another. Back in the warehouse, he sneaks up on Victoria and tries the old suffocation via saran wrap routine.
Like,
just
for
in the
real, it
Terrifier
doesn't make
short.
sense.
It takes a while, but like the woman in the short, Victoria
Why was he
realizes
there
she
in the
can tear a
first
hole
place,
in the
like,
plastic.
in the first
And I love
place?
how dumbfounded Art looks that his plan failed. So close. And she uses this moment of confusion to stab him in the foot with a giant nail that's lying around. The chase continues into seedier and seedier looking areas of the supposed
Has
apartment complex.
anybody thought about the fact that this nigga is just human, bro. It's just a human being, bro. Like he just had the upper hand in so many ways, cause he only targets women, right? Nobody. Oh, okay. Nah, it's not only women. He killed the exterminator, kinda. I mean, I believe he's dead after such a blow of a hammer in front of your fucking face, in your cranium, in the front of your fucking cranium. That nigga should be dead. Well, he said he wasn't. But not gonna lie, it's just a dude. It's just a dude in a suit. Think about that shit, bro. What the fuck? Fight back, bro.
Victoria eventually
hell?
discovers Tara's body, decorated with the circus sign from the
Bro,
short
fuck that.
film. But Art finds her and whips
Fuck
her with
all
his classic
that.
chain full of sharp objects, not realizing the exterminator, that is, the original exterminator, is sneaking up behind
How
him to
the
knock him out.
fuck is this
After
nigga
regaining
alive, bro?
consciousness, Art catches up with him and stomps his face in with his big clown shoes. Who's the exterminator now, Mike? The last person to go after is Victoria, but she stabs him in the eye and escapes into some kind of restricted area with big swinging doors, kind of like the barn doors from the short film. Art can't squeeze through, once again proving his inability to pick a lock to be his greatest and most exploited
He's
weakness,
literally
so
dumb
he's
as
left
fuck.
to improvise. The last time we saw him burrow under the ground, but that was just a short film, so it's hard to say
This
if that's
nigga
realistic for him.
kick
This
somebody's
time he opts
skull
for a
in.
simpler solution. He steals
Can't
the
kick in
exterminator's
a- kick
truck
in
and
a
drives
fucking
it
door.
right through the doors, knocking Victoria out cold. This is the second time he's driven a car, which begs the question: who the hell gave this guy a license?
This nigga is normal.
Strangely enough,
It's
Michael
a normal
Myers
nigga,
also
bro.
knew how to drive.
For
In the
real,
very
it's
first
a
Halloween,
normal
He
dude.
escapes from a mental institution and
Ah,
drives
okay, he's
150
maybe
miles
not normal,
downtown.
but
There
like,
have been entire articles written about
Might be
this.
special
When did
ed.
Michael learn how to drive when he spent his life at a mental institution? Between this and his ability to use a cell phone, Art seems more and more human, but that would all change before long. First, he goes cannibal. He climbs on top of the unconscious Victoria and licks the fresh strawberry syrup off of her face. He seems a little bit more invested than usual, taking the time to enjoy the taste, then fully chowing down on her face as the police arrive. He doesn't really react to the police until they're right on top of him with their guns drawn, and even then,
Huh?
he seems more annoyed than he is afraid of them. A locked cell probably qualifies as a locked door that Art won't be able to get out of, so he opts for the alternative. The last trick up his sleeve, or more accurately, up his sock. He takes out his pistol and shoots himself in the face and dies. Of course, that's not how it ends. For the entirety of his story in
But I see so many red flags, though. What the fuck? A nigga is chewing down on another nigga. Killed at least 4 people. Maybe 5. Police is there, bro, and they don't shoot at him, nigga. The second that they are allowed to do police brutality, they don't do that shit. They were just trying to fuck tell me. This nigga just offed himself and still not the end. How?
Terrifier, which is probably most people's first exposure to Art the Clown, there's nothing to suggest that he's anything more than a psychotic serial killer wearing a clown costume. He can get hurt, but he's resilient, and he keeps coming after his victims. Michael Myers is handled the exact same way in Halloween. That is, until the end, when he takes a hail of bullets and somehow still disappears into the Haddonfield night. The final twist is that he's invincible, and this is one of the biggest characteristics that Art shares with him. So instead of jail, he's taken to the
If
coroner's
it bleeds,
office
it's not
alongside the
invincible, bro.
exterminator whose head
I'm
he's
just
stomping.
saying.
When Art's body bag
Blood
is
loss
open,
is
he's
still a
doing
thing,
his
bro.
signature smile, staring up at the coroner with his one remaining eye. The lights in the hospital flicker and electronics go haywire, indicating that there are indeed otherworldly powers at work here. Then he finishes the guy with this. I somehow don't think it's a coincidence.
So
that Art sits
now
up the
I
exact
think
same
he's
way
an
Michael
actual
Myers
demon
does
now.
After regenerating from a major injury.
'Cause
Later slit
he
the man's
offed
throat as
himself,
well. When he checks out
sacrifice,
his
right?
injuries in the mirror, he kind of looks surprised and uses some of his brain juice to sign his name in the mirror. His reaction makes me think that this is the first time that he's respawned, and even he did not expect it. After smashing the guy's teeth out with a hammer, he pulls the coroner's eye straight out of its socket and places it into his own empty eye cavity to try it on for size. An eye for an eye, or I guess more
What?
accurately, an eye for nothing.
The actual fuck.
Victoria, by the way, does survive the incident and becomes something of a media sensation, partially due to the fact that she has no face. After an interview with a journalist known for her exploitative and sensational nature, she savagely attacks the journalist backstage. This shows that the evil force driving Art the Clown might be contagious, which sets the stage perfectly for Art's
What the
next
fuck?
chapter.
Well, shit, nigga.
After taking out the coroner early in the morning on November 1st, he scours his supplies and steals some fluoroantimonic acid, aka the strongest, most corrosive acid.
This
in the
nigga
world.
can't
It's better to
pick
have it and
locks,
not need
but
it
can
than
do
need it and not
chemistry.
have it, you know? I'm sure he'll find a good use. Art evades the
Makes
police again
sense.
and heads to the laundromat where he strips naked and washes his outfit. Because when you live in an abandoned carnival attraction, you gotta give up things like in-unit washer and dryer. The power in the laundromat goes off momentarily, and this is where Art meets a new friend. Her makeup, clothes, and teeth look a lot like Art.
Hell nah.
In the credits, she's referred to as the Little Pale Girl, but based on this newspaper headline, her real name seems to be Emily Crane. The same
Now
little
for
girl
real,
I
now
mentioned
there's
before, who
demons
Art
involved.
kidnapped and
For
murdered
real,
at
this
carnival
nigga died
sometime
and
prior to
he
2019.
spawned back,
Now
right?
this might be a
Like,
coincidence, but
what
do
the
you
fuck?
remember
He
the
didn't
cat
even
lady
know
with the
he
baby
was
doll from earlier?
spawning.
Well, guess what that baby doll's name was?
This is my daughter, Emily.
Oh,
Say hello to the pretty young lady.
she's dusty as
So
fuck.
if this isn't a coincidence, then the cat lady, who should be called the baby doll lady, is the mother of Emily Crane, aka the pale little girl. Art really did a number on that family. Either way, we know that the pale little girl now mostly exists inside of Art's head, because when another man in the laundromat notices the bizarre scene, he sees only Art playing patty cake by himself. The onlooker doesn't even get to tell anyone about this strange scene before Art puts a broom through his head and finishes his laundry. He does a remarkable job with
broom
his laundry, by
through
the way,
his
and then
head?
disappears for the next year. Over the course of that year,
Okay.
the legend of Art the Clown grew bigger than ever before. The events of 2019 are known as the Miles County Massacre, and the internet is abuzz with speculation about Art and what he's all about. There are even photos and sketches of him.
This is
floating around
dead-ass me.
online. We don't know
This
exactly
was
what Art
dead-ass
himself
me,
was doing this
just
time, but we
searching
do
up
know that
stuff,
he's been
doing
plaguing
some
the
dumb
mind of
stuff.
at least one person. The
But
father of the Shaw family,
I don't
whose
think,
teenage
like,
daughter,
if my
Sienna,
daughter
ended
does
up
that
being
shit,
Art's
I
main
would
target
like
the
that
next
shit, like-
Halloween. Sienna's dad had a brain tumor that kept growing. It drove him to psychosis, and in his madness, he feverishly drew portraits of Art and his victims, then eventually went mad and killed himself by driving into a transformer. I would surmise that Art was the
He
one
could
who
have sold
caused
that
the brain
shit
tumor,
on the
or at
black
least that
market,
obsession with
resell,
drawing him and his victims.
stock X
Remember, in the
probably,
second
I don't
short film
know.
on the VHS tape, an artist is possessed to draw a terrible
He
face
didn't get
without
the
having
bag and
any
killed himself.
recollection of it. And it turns
That's
out
the
to
only
be
way I
Art's
see it, bro.
face. Maybe Art has some ability to invade the dreams and imaginations of other artists. In fact, the night before Halloween, he seems to invade the dreams of Sienna. The dream takes place in a commercial set known as the Clown Cafe, where teenagers dressed like kids sing along to a very eerie song about the Clown Cafe, which is actually just a food truck. Art rolls up on his tricycle and hands out treats, giving Sienna the gift of a human heart covered in worms and black blood, and this is where her dream becomes a nightmare. He pulls out a Tommy gun and massacres the entire place.
How is that a
sets
nightmare,
fire to
bro?
Everything. Then it turns his flamethrower on Sienna, who shields herself.
It's just
with
an
a sword
action
once getting
figure.
killed by her
It's just an.
father.
It's
When
just,
she
it's
wakes
just
up,
a
her
thriller.
bedroom is on fire, along with
dream.
the homemade angel costume that she was going to wear for Halloween. It's interesting that
Always,
Sienna is
bruh.
a cosplayer,
Always,
not only
bro.
because
The
this
fuck?
is another type of artist,
Why?
but the woman from the Terrifier short film was also known to be a costume.
Like, we
designer.
know that
It seems
Freddy
Art's
is
supernatural
just a
abilities have been
playground
taken up a
sniper,
notch
bro.
after
He's
the
just a.
fight. We knew that he was
he's
evil and
just.
brutal like Michael Myers before,
You-
but
you know
now
what he
he's
is,
waking
right?
up in body bags like Mark Hoffman
But I
and
still
invading
respect
dreams
him
like
though.
Freddy
He
Krueger.
never said
Not
he
only
wasn't
that,
though.
But the fire Art started in Sienna's dream somehow became real in her bedroom, just like what happened to Kristen Parker in A Nightmare on Elm Street 4. The point is, Art is more powerful now than ever before. It's unclear why Art is going after Sienna specifically,
This is
but there
dead-ass
is a
some
lot of
fucking Freddy
heavy-handed
Krueger
good
shit.
versus evil symbolism going on between Sienna and Art. Sienna designed her own angel costume, and Art kills people and lights them on fire, kind of tying back into the hell symbolism last seen in the Ninth Circle. Sienna's dad also drew some not-so-subtle images of a woman in angel wings beheading a demon that looks a lot like Art the Clown. Whatever this
He
actually
really does
means,
not,
it's
bro.
clearly some kind of prophecy that Art seems to be taking seriously. That morning, Art affixes
What
some
type of
sharp
shit?
things to blunt objects.
We
in
don't
preparation
even know
for
where
his
this nigga
Halloween
came from.
festivities
This
while
nigga was
the
a
pale little
normal
girl
dude
watches
before all of
Victoria's
this.
interview about the Miles County Massacre on TV. Art gets a kick out of Victoria's mutilated face, but doesn't like what she has to say. Later
That's
that
her
day,
mom,
they harass Sienna's brother, Jonathan, at school by tearing apart a dead possum and throwing it in his direction. Jonathan gets blamed for mutilating the possum corpse, which gets him in even deeper trouble with his family. who are
Deadass?
already concerned
Fuck
about
it,
his
bro.
obsession
Fuck
with
school,
serial
bro. If they would
specifically
blame that
Art
shit
the
on me,
Clown.
bro,
Later,
I'd take
Art
their
stalks
ass
Sienna
to
and
court.
her
They
friends
don't
at a
have
Halloween
no.
store. He leers at
no
Sienna and
proof
creeps her out,
that I
but
did
she
that
naturally
shit.
just assumes that somebody dressed as Art the Clown is trying to scare her. By the way, if you ever find yourself in this situation, check the teeth. Art follows her to the cashier station. He tries out sunglasses and various other items,
I don't
and there's even a
understand
little
how
bit
they-
of a repeat of the
How
first scene that
nobody
solved him
swung
from the
on that
Ninth
nigga
Circle.
yet. Like,
He's scolded by the employee and doesn't take kindly to that. After locking them in the store, he acts like he's gonna buy the horn and instead smashes the cashier's face with a bottle, rips out his eye, and beheads him. He even poses with the cashier's head
nah,
and have a little
he
fun with
only
some
did
house
all that
guy.
because he be like, let's be real, bro.
He Yes,
Let's be
me,
real.
that's
He
me.
didn't kill
Once
niggas
again,
in such
this scene is
detail if they
demonstrating
were
Art's
other
desire
skin
to
color.
have an audience.
Come
Next,
on,
Art
bruh.
shows up to trick or treat at Allie's house. This is Sienna's friend, who he ran into briefly at the Halloween store. He doesn't like being told that he's too old to trick or treat, and who would? But when Allie notices the real, seemingly used weapons in his bag, she goes inside and wisely locks her door. As usual, Art finds another way, this time smashing the glass door in the back and making himself at home. Allie freezes upon seeing him.
I was about to
When
say,
he spots
for
her,
real,
he
for
decides it's time
real,
a
bro.
little makeover.
That ass, like, I know a racist when I see them. It's my 7th sense. I already got the 6th sense.
After removing Allie's scalp, her back, and her left arm, he rushes back in and covers all of her open wounds with bleach and salt.
Oh, that's
Later,
fucked
Allie's mom
up,
returns
bruh.
home to find Art
That's
tearing her daughter
fucked
apart
up.
like a
If
pig
she's
in
still
field
alive,
twizzler.
she's
And
in
the worst
pain,
part is
bro.
she's still alive.
She's in
We
pain,
know that Art always
bruh.
loves an audience, and that's no different here. He literally slaps his
Fuck.
knee and laughs in delight at her.
I hate this
And
nigga,
speaking
bro.
of audiences, this
Bleach
image, like
and
many of
salt,
the creepiest
bro.
scenes of Art that I've discussed throughout this video,
Damn.
is a prime example of why audiences find him so creepy. It's an example of incongruent affect. In psychology, incongruent affect is when a
that's
patient's
fucked
feelings
up,
do not
bro.
match up with their appearance or do not match what is
I have to
appropriate for the
fucking
situation. The
clean
term is literally
install
composed of the
Windows.
word incongruent,
Bruh,
something that
you
doesn't
gotta
match
do-
up, and affect,
What?
pertaining to one's emotions.
Do you have a pirated Windows, bro? You have pirated Windows? Like, for
You
real?
might feel it if you saw someone
Imagine
laughing at a
that you
funeral
got,
or
like,
showing no emotion during an argument. Incongruence stands
shanked
out
up,
to us
right?
and bothers us. It's a survival mechanism.
And they
which
throw
primarily helps us
and they
spot
throw you in
predators who are
salt
trying to
water, bro.
deceive us.
Like
It's
in the
troubling on
sea,
a
like
human
salt
level, and
water
it's
sea.
jarring
Like
when used effectively
imagine
in
that
movies.
shit.
Many people find all clowns creepy. The painted-on smiles don't match the real human mouth.
You do though. You can buy, if I believe that you can literally buy the keys from like G2A, Enba, like some type of site like that for like €5 or 4 maybe. I guess. And by the way, fuck Windows 11. By the way, just go for a Windows 10, bro.
It's underneath
If
it,
you
and that
buy
makes
Windows
sense.
10
When there's a real
anyway,
person
if you
doing a
buy
job
that
to
Steam
pay the
key
bills under
anyway,
that
you get
makeup,
the free
happiness
update
on the
anyway, so it
outside
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
always match the reality that we know, so we don't trust it. Art takes this to another level. You'd expect someone to react to a
Man
horribly
got
brutal
pirated
murder with
fucking
shock and
Windows.
disgust. So when we see Art the Clown laughing and slapping his knee, it gets a reaction out of us on a deeper level. If this all sounds
Bruh,
familiar, it's
you know what's funny as fuck? Most of my friends that have PC, when I had when I still was on console, they were like, "Oh, buy a PC, blah blah blah. It's better." Just to have pirated Windows on that bitch. Canis on my well, bruh. Well, it's
because
ass
I talked
anyway.
a lot about this concept in
It
another
really
episode of
reduces
Horror
your
History,
gaming
the one where
performance.
broke down the
I
history
had
of
better
Michael Myers.
frames at
In
Windows
Myers'
10.
case, the blank expression seen on his mask makes him look stone
It
cold.
really.
And
I
doesn't
just
match
did
when
it
combined
because it
with
was
the horrible
free,
crimes
not
that
gonna
he's
lie.
often seen committed. He seems clinical or almost indifferent to the horror he creates.
And I want to
Art the
flex, by the
Clown
way.
isn't just
I was that
indifferent to
one
his
dude
insane
that
crimes,
had
he
a
delights
gaming
in them.
laptop.
The whole thing is just amplified by
In
his
kinda
perfectly
college,
placed
like,
little hacks.
I was that
It's
one dude.
disturbing to the viewer on a visceral psychological level, which is very effective if, say, you're creating a villain to carry a horror franchise. That's not the last we see out of Allie's mom. Later that night, Art serves trick-or-treaters candy out of her head. It's interesting that Art doesn't kill these trick-or-treaters or everyone he encounters. He sometimes even goofs around with kids. Michael Myers also spared the lives of some kids that he encountered at the school in Halloween. So do Michael
How
Myers
in the
and Art
fuck,
both have a
bro? What? How in the fuck they be killing kids, but saving kids? Isn't a teen the same thing as a kid but older? Cause there ain't like teens aren't any wiser than fucking kids. I can tell you that much. Just cause they have a fucking phone doesn't make them smarter. Like for real. God damn. I mean, I'm just saying, it's so weird. I just don't know why they do that. I don't know why they do that. And like, milk out like clowns and horror clowns and blah blah blah. Nigga, please make a movie about some angels that turn out to be evil as fuck and try to wipe out humanity. You know how much hate you will get and how and you can transform that hate in money because they actually have to see the movie to be judgmental about it. So they actually have to buy the ticket for the movie that they don't like, but still finna watch because they gotta criticize because it's just the human nature. I mean,
A soft spot for kids.
How hard is it?
Art certainly
how hard
doesn't.
is it to
He
make a
beheaded Timmy and Tia
decent
back in
horror film?
2013, and it wouldn't be long before
How hard
Sienna's
is it,
little
bro?
brother Jonathan found himself under attack. He started by vandalizing the Shaw family's car, which is pretty light stuff by Art's standards. It seems like Art wanted Jonathan to be blamed for this, so he used believable materials that a teenager would use, instead of his usual bodily waste.
Because that's mostly what it is, right, with horror
Sure
movies.
enough, Jonathan takes the blame.
Clowns
while Art
used to
waits
be,
inside the car while the mom cleans it.
fun,
When she finally notices
and-
him, Art pulls
and,
out
you
a
know,
tiny
at
shotgun
parties and
and
stuff,
blasts her head
like,
clean
if you
off.
take
When
that
Jonathan
same
returns home, he
concept
finds
for
his mother
something
sitting
that
at the dining
is
room
supposed to
table
be,
without a face. And Art does another
like
Bugs Bunny as
a safe haven for you, something safe for you, right? School, for example, because like school shooter fucking movies, if they make them realistic enough, they will go hard as fuck. Cause it can happen. You're supposed to feel safe at school, right? You're supposed to feel safe at school. That's why all those bully movies went so hard. You know, just take something out in real life that's supposed to make you feel type of way and just twist that with a 360 and you got a whole movie. What is that problem? What is the problem?
Art brutalizes the mom a little more in front of Jonathan before chasing him with a syringe. Jonathan runs into Sienna's room
For
to
real,
retrieve
for
the
real,
mysterious
like,
sword that she got from her dad, but
damn.
Art catches him and puts him under. With the boy and the sword
It's
in
not that
tow,
hard.
Art returns to the base camp at the carnival. Meanwhile,
Like, making
Sienna
the
is
movie
off at a
would be
Halloween
hard, but, like,
party,
the
and it seems
idea-
like Art is able to invade
that
her
hard.
mind the same way that he invaded her father's. The pale little girl appears to her on the dance floor, which
'Cause
freaks her out,
I
causing her to
rather
leave the
watch
party with her friend Brooke and
This
Brooke's
slim
boyfriend.
shady looking
This
ass
is part
nigga
one of Art's plan to
fucking
lure Sienna to him.
blow
Part
through, like,
two involves
300
stealing Jonathan's
bullets.
phone and mimicking his voice.
straight
The two
up.
of them act like teenagers making a prank phone call, and they convince
Then
Sienna
try
that her
to
brother's in trouble at the
unravel what
carnival,
this nigga is.
instructing her to meet at the Terrifier, a walk-through attraction decorated with imagery of clowns and demons, including one black-skinned entity that kind of bears a resemblance to Art. So, which came first, Art the Clown or the Terrifier attraction? I think the answer lies in the past. The attraction was probably inspired by the same urban legend that inspired the short films found on that mysterious VHS tape. Either way, this quest keeps Sienna busy, so in the meantime, Art attacks Brooke and her boyfriend who are waiting in the car. Brooke manages to kick him in the head and escape, but Art isn't far behind, calmly walking after her as always.
Okay.
She comes across his lair, another bathroom that Art has absolutely decimated with his signature, "Art was here," on the wall. As she begs for her life, Art holds his weapon high in one hand, but in the other, he's got the jar of acid.
Mom, you killed
that
my
he stole
daughter.
from the
Shoot her.
corner
I
of
don't
the
give a
house.
fuck.
See?
For
I knew
real.
you'd find a use for
It be
He
like
throws the
that.
acid on-
It be like that. It be like that. It be always be the niggas that like literally live like I was called like fuck. Got my life to pieces. This is my life. You know these niggas, bro. For bruh. Man. And in court they be crying and shit. They think they be hard as fuck, trying to flex on them niggas that they killed a nigga. Go through the investigation, cry as a motherfucker, snitch on themselves, and when they get life, they cry, bro. When they get life, they cry, for real.
on Brooke and bashes her ruthlessly, which culminates with Art removing Brooke's beating heart and eating
Aye,
it. This is
stupid
the
ass
second example
motherfucker.
of Art eating his
Cause
victim.
Jason
And if I
don't
had
like
to
me
guess,
doesn't
it's
mean
less
that I
about
gotta shoot up
nutrition
the
and
entire
more about
fucking
being
school.
as disturbing as possible. Or maybe he just listened to too many
Fuck,
Lady
and it's
Gaga
always be the
songs.
boys, bro. For real, it's a real thing.
Art waits in the bathroom for Sienna, who runs in looking for Brooke, and upon finding her, becomes Art's newest audience member. Art is finally ready to square off with Sienna when Jonathan joins the party and distracts him. So Sienna takes advantage of this and plunges a nail-ridden 2x4 into the side of his leg.
Damn.
This is Art the Clown's episode of horror history, but this sibling relationship is really the heart of this particular story. Art is just a guy who hates Sienna for some intentionally vague reason, possibly having to do with good versus evil and her father's drawings. But this story is about family, dealing with loss, and working together as siblings. Like I suggested early on, we're already starting to see Art...
If this is what I think it is, nigga, if you put me and my little brother in that same room, we be tag teaming on that dumbass clown, bro. There's no way in fucking hell that clown would survive that shit. There's no fucking way, bruh. I don't stop until that nigga is dead, bro. Times 2.5, cause my little brother is there. Like, What the fuck? Hell nah. We be
Art
tech
being
teaming that
used
shit.
as
We
a
be
generic
playing
vehicle
co-op
to tell
games
different types of
since
stories.
I don't
Funy
know.
has
Wait.
said in interviews that Terrifier
Okay.
2 was his first real attempt to tell a meaningful story around Art the Clown. This isn't just a sign that he's maturing as a filmmaker.
Bro.
It's proof of concept.
Bruh,
that Art
I
has what it takes to carry the
guarantee you,
franchise
bro,
and
if
be
you
a
pick us,
lasting
bro,
horror
you will
icon like
fucking
Michael
survive.
Myers. The chase and fight with Sienna and Jonathan continues deeper into the Terrifier haunt, where they see all sorts of demonic imagery. Art eventually sneaks up on Jonathan by posing as one
Hell
of the
nah.
animatronics and goes to town with his makeshift chain mix. When Sienna hears the commotion, she tries to fight back, but eventually just crawls
Try
on top
to
of her
fight
brother
back.
to shield him. The
Try
not
to
so
fight
subtle
back. I
angel
would have
versus demon
been
imagery
fighting
hits a
back,
fever pitch
nigga.
here. This is all
Holy
going
shit.
on, by the way, in the church scene in the walkthrough attraction. But the power dynamics shift when Sienna catches one of his attacks and turns his chain back against him. Art appears to be finished when Sienna stabs him through the forehead with a fence post, but everyone knows that's not enough to kill Art. at
Then
this
you
point.
stab him
Art
once
pounces
more.
on Sienna from behind and chokes
God
her out. He
damn.
almost finishes her when Jonathan steals his gun from his ankle holster and shoots him with it. Reality gets blurred here as both Art and Sienna fight to regain consciousness. The pale little girl takes the form of Sienna's mother and tries to comfort her. However, it soon becomes clear
Hard
that
cap.
this is just another form of hallucinogenic manipulation, as she had seen in her dream and at the Halloween party.
People be dumb as fuck. People be dumb as fuck.
Control slips away from Sienna when Art chokes her and throws her into a pit.
Like,
As
how
he
the
looks
fuck
down
your
on her,
mom
her
spawned
landing
there?
position resembles that of a fallen angel, and the area lights up red like the fires of
Isn't
hell.
that a real
The
question,
archetypal
bruh?
roles have now been reversed. Within this pit, there is yet another pit, kind of like in Dante's Inferno, where there are multiple circles of hell. There are horns honking and voices wailing from inside
Bro,
the pit,
you pick
a
us
little
at the
reminiscent of
selection
hell we
screen,
saw in
bro.
the Ninth Circle. He tosses her into the second pit, which sends Sienna back into
Like,
the world
for
of the
real,
Clown
we be-
Cafe, where she drowns
Man.
in a dunk tank of sorts, while the zombie kids sing the distorted Clown Cafe.
On
theme
God,
song.
I'm killing the
Art
clowns, bro.
tries and fails to wake
Like,
Jonathan
on God,
up,
I do
then
that.
just decides
I-
to feast on the child's
bruh,
legs.
I don't
But his
care
meal is
about
rudely interrupted
clowns
when Sienna,
to begin with.
rejuvenated by her love for her brother, returns from the realm of the Clown Cafe and stabs
just
Art
very
with her
low.
father's sword. Once again, Art is on his heels, and he's the one trying to escape. He looks up at Sienna, standing over him with a knowing look in his eye. Sienna's dad drew pictures of Art being beheaded by an angel. And
Like,
finally,
it's either
Art
furry or
recognizes
not,
that
bro.
This moment has arrived. In fact, I
Like,
feel like he almost offers his neck up to
no
her right
clowns.
here as he
Clowns are
flashes
just
one
not this
last
time no more,
signature
okay?
smile
No
before
clowns.
getting his head hacked off.
We already
After
been
learning
through
of his
that shit.
invincibility the previous year, he's not too worried about his mortality. Art's lifeless
And
head
that
lays on
ass,
the ground for a little bit until
there
the
are
little
a
girl
lot of
comes
people
by and
like
picks
me.
it up. She cradles it like a baby, flashes her own demon eyes at Sienna and Jonathan.
Like,
and
I don't
takes Art's
understand
head
how all
away.
the killer
This may
clowns
suggest
stay
that she's
to fuck
actually more
see-
than a
like,
piece of Art's
still
imagination,
exist, like-
but my guess is that this will be something answered in a future installment. Back at the psychiatric hospital, Art's only surviving girl
Fuck, I
from the
fucked
first
up.
Miles County massacre, Victoria, is in the middle of some kind of episode, and a nurse comments that she's been humming the theme song from the Clown Cafe all day. She scrawls some disturbing messages all over the walls, using a lot of the same words that were carved into the costume designer way back in the Terrifier short. And lastly, she writes the words
Bruh, I
Vicky
fucked
plus
up hard
Art
time.
with a heart around them before going into labor, which involves her pulling her own guts out of her stomach. When it's all said and done,
Fuck
she
it.
sits on the floor of the cell, holding the smiling, severed head of Art the Clown like a newborn baby. It's one of about 1,000 examples of what you've probably noticed is the main focus so far when it comes to Art the Clown, the gore. In fact, a lot more attention seems to go into making Art as ruthless and blood-soaked as
That's
possible,
literally
rather than making
the
his story
only good
compelling
element
or
about
even
this
making
movie.
his lore make any sense. The
Like,
Terrifier films
the
almost
amount
feel
of
like they're
fucking
made to
blood.
be kill-counted, which doesn't exactly make them easy to analyze for something like horror history. As you probably noticed, I had to do a lot of work to try to make any coherent sense of this character, because thematic consistency and logic will always be thrown out in favor of a really cool kill.
Nigga,
Hopefully the legwork
this
put
was
into
just
this
a
episode
bag
helped you
making
appreciate
movie,
Art
bro.
in a new light.
Y'all can see that.
I
bro.
obviously like a good story, so I haven't been that crazy about the Terrifier movies to this point, but there's something that I like about
And it
Art.
just worked
Maybe not
out.
as a character, but as an icon. You can't argue with the fact that these movies have found an audience, and
Bro,
that's hard to do.
if I
Leone may have
find
stumbled
some
into
nigga with
something
some
more, and
like
the
a mask
idea
on
of
like that,
using
I'm beating
Art
his
as
ass.
the main draw
For real,
in
I
a
don't
better
care.
thought-out story at some point is still pretty exciting.
I'm
It
beating
is
his ass.
actually
I don't trust
simplicity
those niggas,
that
bro. I
makes
don't
him
trust
so
niggas with
versatile.
masks on.
The same was once
Uh,
true
fuck.
for Michael Myers. John Carpenter
If you can't
purposely
even
didn't
do the
much to flesh out this
the most
character for his
normal
audience
thing
in the
out of
1970s.
all things,
We
and
referred
that's
to
like
Myers simply as the shape in the original
look
script
each
for
other in the
Halloween, and
fucking
that's how the
eyes.
character is actually
Fuck.
listed in the film's credits. But Michael Myers doesn't need much backstory. We don't need to know anything about him except that he's the embodiment of evil and that he hunts Laurie Strode and the people she
Because
cares
why you
about.
ask?
Like Art the
Why you
Clown,
wearing a
Myers
mask?
doesn't use words to express himself because he doesn't need them. If Michael Myers explained that he was jealous of the attention that Laurie got from their parents as a baby or something, we'd know that he was just some lame guy driven by hurt feelings. Instead,
He is
Carpenter let
lame.
moviegoers ponder these questions on their own. Why is Michael Myers so relentlessly evil? Is he human, or is he something more?
He
The fact that we
is
don't
human,
have
bro.
answers for these questions is actually what made the character endured.
Word.
Art the Clown's scare factor operates
Like, there
the
are
exact
two,
same
like,
way.
actual demons, right? Like, Jason is kind of a demon. Like, come on now, bro. I classify Jason as a demon. Okay? And Freddy. Those are the only two demon, like, you know, classic horror killers. Like, all the rest are just niggas with masks up that can, like, eat bullets for some reason.
We don't know what forces are at work to make him invincible, or if it's even possible to kill him. I kind of want to know what would happen if the people of Miles County tossed him into an industrial shredder. We still don't know his
He would've fucking
motivations
died.
outside
Duh.
of seeming to have a prejudice for women, or why he delights in being so vile. Since we don't know anything about him, he could potentially pop up anywhere and target anyone. Most importantly, he could be placed at the center of any kind of story, as long as that story takes place on Halloween. The original movie, All Hallows Eve, is even named after the holiday, just like Michael's debut 35 years before. For these reasons, Art the Clown really could be the Michael Myers for a brand new
No.
generation.
No.
With a third Terrifier on the
No.
horizon, this would be a perfect time
No,
to check out.
nah. That's a hot take that I don't take, bro. Cause he's just another Pennywise nigga. He's another Ronald McDonald ass nigga. He's another John Wayne Gacy. Chill out, bro. Like, he's a kid in an adult's body. Nah, you wanna know what I think? I feel like they trying to they trying to make us think deeper about mental instability, right? Because the only reason why he be tweaking like that is because that's literally because he doesn't let anybody else know what the fuck's going on. That's the same thing with fucking Michael Myers, bro. Like, niggas be assumed crazy, assume demons, assume things because they don't tell you shit. Okay, they just kill you, bro. If this nigga, at least Freddy told his backstory a little bit. You know? At least Freddy, like, he literally said it's not personal, but, like, I gotta catch the bag. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just a deranged old dude in a suit, like Michael Myers. Like, it's for me, it's all the same. Like, the fuck? I just don't like clown movies because they're so boring. I'm not scared of clowns or anything like that, but, like, they're so boring. It's always the same thing. It's like the only clown that I really accept is Joker, because that nigga is something else. He's just really something else. He basically said to Batman, like, nigga, listen, let's keep it a buck, right? Nigga, you always win. Okay? I don't want to lose no more, so I play this game on easy mode. You know what I mean? That nigga purposely fucking gaslit Superman, killed his bitch and his kid just to win the argument, bro. One time, bro. And get murked after that shit. If that's no real shit, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bro. Like, that's some real shit. He really said, nigga, I can't keep losing, okay? I need to win. Fuck you. You always win for some reason. We both got no superpowers. Joker got more superpowers than fucking Batman. How is he supposed to lose? A clown that is immune for toxins. The fuck? What makes me think that Joker could use the gas that how's that Bane used to power himself up, right? I feel like Joker could utilize that shit, but it couldn't make him crazy. Or because he's already crazy, it wouldn't have any drawbacks to him because he's immune for that shit. Right? I mean, immune means that he can't even feel that shit. But, like, fuck. Fuck all these clowns, bro. Who cares? Who cares about these clowns? We got the history of Freddy Fazbear.
Freddy Fazbear, the animatronic singing bear and main mascot for Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, was brought into existence in 1983. We know this from the year printed on the coins in the game Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. The 1980s, the golden
I
age
know
of
my
the
fair
pizza
share.
arcade. Kids all over
Well, I don't know
America were
anything.
flocking
I
to
don't know
Freddy
everything,
Fazbear's
like-
Pizza, the only place where you can chow down on a mid-slice of pepperoni and throw quarter after quarter into an 8-bit video game like Ms. Pac-Man. One such kid was a regular preteen known only to us as Gabriel. Gabriel loved the pizza and the games, but what brought him
Literal
back to Fazbear's
original
Pizzeria was
furries.
truly their animatronic mascot.
Literal
State-of-the-art at
original
the time.
furries.
They
That's
could
the only thing I'm
sing,
saying.
They could dance, they could... Well, that was pretty much it. But Gabriel loved it.
Welcome to
They
Freddy's.
this genre, this particular fucking, I don't even know what to call it.
Bonnie, Chica, Freddy.
Bonnie,
Made
Chica, and
furries
Foxy
what
were
furries
fan
is today.
favorites, but Gabriel loved the black hat and bow tie. He admired Freddy. He loved Freddy, and it was a good thing he did. Because after Gabriel's horrific murder, Gabriel became Freddy. A version of Freddy out for revenge. A
Oh,
Freddy that
shit,
sliced up
Gabriel
more
was
than
Freddy?
just pizzas. And a Freddy who had no problem saying game over to your life.
He better be correct, bro. He better be not telling me some bullshit, bro.
Welcome to Horror History.
That
One
ass.
of this year's most anticipated films is Five Nights at Freddy's, based on the popular video game and media empire created by Scott Cawthon. Cawthon wrote the film.
The
and
game
is
is mid.
creative lead behind the FNAF games,
All the games are
sequels,
mid.
Spin-offs, novels, guidebooks, and the rest of the Fazbear.
It's not even scary,
The
bro.
Freddy mascot from the Five Nights at Freddy's universe, ironically, became the mascot for the entire multimedia franchise. And although he has delivered some memorable scares, I wouldn't call him the main antagonist of the series. In order to fully understand how a creepy robot from a decade past became one of the most feared supernaturally possessed horror gaming icons, we have to dig deep into the history of Fazbear Entertainment Inc. and its original owners, William
Like the
Afton
lore is
and
alright.
Henry
I think that the lore is cool and all, but the games are just ass though. The games are ass. The games are ass if you don't know the lore. And that's why the game is ass. For example, Tekken 7, 8, it doesn't really matter what Tekken you play. You don't need to know the backstory to play the game. Okay? This is a game that you need to know that shit, because otherwise there is no point of playing the game. You feel me? Like, bro, for real, I heard that they like messed it up with the movie. I heard that they messed it up with the movie or some shit like that. Because I know for sure that there is one there's one fucking robot. Okay, I'm not saying robot. The animatrons, you know, the robots. There is one with 2 souls in that shit. There is one with 2 souls in it. I told my one friend about that because he was watching the movie for some reason, and I was like, it's a whole backstory. I was playing with the guys, games and shit. I fell asleep on my couch. I woke up and they were like still in call and watching movies, and they watched the new Five Nights at Freddy's, right? And I said like, whoa, isn't there like this one fucking robot that has 2 of them kids in there? And he literally said no, and I was like, what?
The evil begins, as it does in many stories, with a British person. William Afton, the co-founder of Fazbear's Pizzeria and Gabriel's eventual killer, was a calm, sophisticated Brit hiding an array of psychopathic tendencies. He's seen as a manipulative and focused businessman with the goal of building a pizza franchise empire. Sometime in the early 1970s, William Afton created Afton Robotics LLC. This would soon combine with his interest in entertainment dining facilities. In the late 1970s, William Afton met another entrepreneur named Henry
Another
Emily, and the
father
two collaborated to
that's
form
just
their
a
first
child bred,
entertainment
bro.
dining facility aimed at children called Fredbear's Family Diner. This original diner was much more reminiscent of the establishment's Chuck E. Cheese and Showbiz Pizza, which was a direct rival to Chuck E. Cheese. In my horror history episode on Charles Entertainment Cheese, it was noted that around this time period in the early 1980s, Chuck E. Cheese wasn't doing well, and many knockoff children's entertainment diners were popping up, mimicking the layout of their restaurants.
Because
and
niggas
using
be
their own
greedy,
brand of
and they
anthropomorphized
can't
animals who sing and
have the
belong.
fact
Showbiz
that other
Pizza
niggas
and
are better.
Fredbear's Family Diner were 2 such ripoffs. But where Showbiz Pizza would fade into obscurity, Fredbear's Family Diner would
Greed
gain a
is
far
probably probably
more
the greatest
insidious
sin of all
reputation,
time.
where Charles found himself
Like,
in the
for real.
seedy underbelly of children's
'Cause
entertainment with
'cause of
drugs,
greed,
gambling, debt, and internet hoaxes.
People
Freddy
made
Fazbear-
more fucking restaurants, right? I'm that nigga. If you want to talk about astral shit, I can help you with that. If you want to talk about fucking supernatural bullshit, I got you. But like, it's
Gets
just
into an
greed,
even more demented world
and
of
'cause of
children's
greed,
entertainment.
gluttony
This restaurant
exists.
centered around Fredbear and
So,
a yellow
the
rabbit
fuck?
character named Spring Bonnie. Fredbear was, in a sense, the original Freddy Fazbear. However, he would go on to
But
take
I
a
will
whole
stop
new
pausing.
form after
Stop
Fredbear's
pausing.
Family
I
Diner
was
went
just
out of
using the
business
button.
under mysterious circumstances.
I think the name of the place was Fredbear's Family Diner or something like that. It was closed for years, though. I doubt we'll be able to track anybody down.
As time goes on, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie would gain new friends. Chica, the backup singer Chicken, and Foxy the Pirate, who,
Oh,
if
Foxy's
you
my
haven't figured it
favorite,
out
bruh.
yet, is a fox.
'Cause he's
All
fast
of
as
these
fuck.
characters look like they really could have participated in the robot pizza wars of the 1980s. In 1983, it's believed that William Afton's oldest son
And that
killed
nigga
his
really
youngest
looks
by
scary.
holding him up to the mouth of the Freddy Fazbear animatronic's face. The little boy, who was scared of Freddy, was crying in fear. His tears caused the spring lock mechanism to malfunction and Freddy's mouth to bite down on the boy's head, crushing it. This tragedy, or one like it, is the cause of Afton's murderous and psychopathic tendencies. Under that corporate facade lies an egotistical sadist who doesn't just want to kill his victims, but designs their deaths to ensure that they physically suffer first. It's not about the killing, it's about causing pain in others. Where this sadism comes from is up for debate, but many FNAF scholars believe that Afton was irreparably changed from the loss of his son. Fredbear's Family Diner only stayed open for a few years after this incident, but just long enough for William Afton to kill his first known victim, Charlotte Emily, the daughter of Fredbear Family Diner's co-owner, Henry Emily. But this is where the first puppet is possessed, as Charlotte possesses
But like,
a puppet that
why
had been
would you
programmed by
eat
her
as
father
your
to protect
own
her.
work,
Although
bro?
this would all lead to the closure
Like,
of
as
the
in,
original
you
Fredbear
have
Family
your
Diner,
restaurant,
this wouldn't be
okay,
the end
I
of the
get
company
it, but why
or
would you
the
eat
iconic
at your own
character.
restaurant?
Freddy
It's
would
just next
evolve and
level
take on
ego,
many
bro.
different variations and forms, which I'll discuss more at the end of this lesson. But for the sake of our timeline, let's just focus on the two main forms, Classic Freddy and Withered Freddy. As the original Fredbear's Family Diner closed, the original Freddy mascot was stored in the back of a new restaurant, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where he would be known as Withered Freddy. The new restaurant was off to an actually okay start, until William Afton's sadistic side allowed itself to emerge. But William Afton's murderous tendencies didn't stop there, and soon, Gabriel and 4 other innocent children would become his next victims.
Four kids got killed there. No police investigations, my
Gabriel
nigga,
was a
because they
10-year-old
couldn't
boy
find the
with bushy
bodies.
brown hair who
That
visited
what you're trying
Fredbear's
to tell
Family
me?
Diner in June of 1985. It's heavily implied that the well-behaved Gabriel was at the restaurant/arcade to celebrate one of his friend's birthdays. Little is known about Gabriel because, at the end of the day, Gabriel could have been any 10-year-old. When Afton killed him, it wasn't because of who he was, it was about the act of hunting and killing him. On the night of June 26, 1985, Gabriel and his friends Jeremy, Susie, Fritz, and Cassidy were approached by one of the restaurant's big, goofy mascots, Spring Bonnie. What they didn't know is that inside the Spring Bonnie costume was William Afton, and he was luring them into a trap. Afton invited the group of kids into the back rooms. No, not those back rooms, the back rooms of the pizzeria. And the 5 children found themselves in a darkened room alone with the British pizza mogul. Afton shut the door behind them and pulled out a knife, his weapon of choice. In short order, Afton had stabbed and murdered 5 innocent children.
Some kids went missing. That's why the place shut down. The police searched Freddy's.
Hey!
They never found the kids.
Oh shit, I'm getting cold. Hold up. I deadass just got called. Just for the sake of calling me, I guess. What the fuck?
Attempting to cover up his crimes, he stuffed their bodies into the empty space inside the very same animatronics that the kids came to Fredbear's Family Diner to admire. Inside the Freddy Fazbear animatronic, the restaurant's headliner and mascot, he shoved the body of little Gabriel.
the
Next
hell?
morning, Afton told police that no one was allowed
The
to touch
fuck?
the
I was
animatronics,
like
so
literally
their
like,
bodies
hello,
were never
hello.
found, despite customer
If you wanna
complaints of
call,
smells, mucus,
press
and blood
visible.
throughout
I'm
the
like,
restaurant.
bitch,
While Afton
you're literally
avoided
calling.
criminal
What's
prosecution for
what's?
these murders, eventually known as the
The
missing
fuck?
children incident, people began to suspect that he was somehow involved in the kids'
Must be
disappearance,
weird as
and
fuck,
the
bro.
pizzeria's business began to suffer.
The
But
hell?
that turned out to be the least of his problems. The souls of the children that Afton had killed lingered in the mascot suits, and instead of moving on to the afterlife, they stayed on
Niggas
Earth and
tweak
eventually
too
learned
much,
how to
bro.
control the same animatronics that their bodies had been stuffed into. When Gabriel was alive,
Bro, for
he was a
real.
mild-mannered,
But like, then
polite
I
child.
feel
But
like,
after his murder,
is this
he
a
became
scam?
vengeful and
Like,
enraged. Once he learned how to control the Fazbear animatronic, Gabriel saw this newfound power as an avenue to get revenge on the man that killed him.
I had this
and
one time
hopefully
that
then
this
move
Indian
on
dude
from the
called
mortal
me.
world. Jeremy, Susie,
Talking
Fritz, and
about,
Cassidy shared
I
a
asked
similar
for a
goal,
credit
with
card
their
type
ghosts
shit. I was
inhabiting
like,
the other animal
nigga, are you
animatronics,
dumb,
Bonnie,
bro?
Chica,
I'm fucking
Foxy,
12,
and
bro.
Golden Freddy. While it's
Fuck.
not mentioned exactly what year Fredbear's Family Diner was shut down, it seems likely that it happened shortly after the murders. This does not stop
Bruh.
Afton, and now, working on his own, he opens a new location in early November of 1987.
Like,
going by the
what
date on
the
a
fuck
paycheck
even is
received
that?
Five
Like,
Nights at
what the
Freddy's 2.
fuck even is
However,
that?
in this new location, Freddy is given a makeover and is back to looking like his classic self, along with the others. These new versions of Freddy and his friends used a different technology than the others. They were actually animatronic suits that had what was referred to as a spring lock mechanism, allowing them to operate as both an animatronic and a bodysuit. In animatronic mode, the characters could move on their own, but in bodysuit mode, the machinery would be pulled back, allowing a person to step inside and wear it like a costume. It is here in
But that's eventually that's capped, bro. Eventually, the spring lock system is capped because he's basically saying that they're still alive and that they can like get out of the suit. But later on, they tell us that the bodies are in there, yes, but they're dead as fuck. The souls control the bodies, the animatronics at this point. But like, my
1987,
nigga,
the
like,
first incidents
are
of
you
Freddy
like
Fazbear and
that
the other
like
possessed
fucking
animatronics
desperate that you
openly
gotta
demonstrated
scam
an urge to
potential
kill.
12-year-olds?
And even
That's
though their goal was
crazy,
to
bro.
get revenge on William Afton, as soon as
Like,
night falls, they'll
the
go after
fuck?
any adults in the building. Which is
I had
usually
this
the
one
security
time
guards who
that
protect the pizzeria
a
during
lady
off
just
hours.
called
It's
the wrong
speculated
number,
that
and I
as
got
lingering
angry as
spirits,
fuck.
they can't
I
differentiate
got
one
tight
human
as
from
fuck
another all that well.
because
They
I
just
was in
see
a
tall
heated
man
discussion
wearing
with
the
my
purple
mom,
security guard uniform and associate
and
that
she
with
was
William
talking
Afton,
about
who was
some,
wearing purple at the
you
time
be
that he
doing
killed
this, do bullshit, and you blah blah blah, and a random bitch just called me, bro.
Freddy Fazbear is
yeah,
lead
the
murder
bodies are
robot,
in there.
haunting his victims and maliciously
But they're
stalking
dead
them.
as fuck,
Like Afton
right?
before him, Fazbear enjoys killing and shows his own streak
Keeps
of
the body
sadism
stuck in
as
there.
he
Yeah,
does.
I understand that. I understand that part.
As the
But
new
he
restaurant-
literally said that because of the spring lock system, if they're in animatronic mode, they're allowed to like have control of the fucking things. But the bodies are dead though. The bodies are deceased. So the souls take over, right? Yeah, but that means that the spring lock doesn't work, because he literally said that they could go out of the suits. Like they could like remove the fucking suit. They could go out of the suit. That's how fucking William Afton does that shit, right? He just goes in the suit, goes out of the suit, and does that shit. But I always wondered, this nigga is just a narcissistic bitch, because I feel like all the other animatronics are like fucking rigged as fuck, and he's the only one that doesn't experience the actual spring lock, and that's why he's having fun with this shit, because he doesn't actually die by doing this.
restaurant was open to thwart the bad reputation of the previous location. They
At
put
least
out
that's
an
what the
ad in local
movie,
paper to hire
like
new
the
night guards
like the
and attempt
spring
to
lock
shift the
in the
public view
movie
of this new
actually
location
caused him
as a
to die.
positive thing,
So what the
listing
fuck?
it as vintage pizzeria given new life. Using the word vintage is particularly funny considering that the other pizzeria was only closed at the most like 2
Oh,
years previous
see,
to this.
okay.
Anyway, we never learned who the first
All
guy
right,
was
all
that
right,
entered the ad, but we know that it did not take long before Freddy
All
and
right,
company
yeah,
must
because in the
come to him,
movie,
because he
the
almost
spring lock killed
immediately
him.
requested to be moved to the day
Potential
shift,
spoilers,
according to
but
the
like,
phone message left for his night shift replacement,
sorry.
Jeremy Fitzgerald.
You're only the second
But like,
person to work in
that's
that
my
location.
confusion, right?
The first guy finished his week, but complained about
So the suits of the kids
hiring
were rigged.
manager also suggests a number
'Cause
of
they
temporary
experienced it
solutions in
right
dealing
away,
with
right?
characters, one of which is for
The
Jeremy
spring
to
lock.
wear a Freddy Fazbear mask in order to confuse them, which initially throws them off, but even that only
Oh, you have
does
watched
so
the movie?
much.
Oh yeah, nice.
Afton
So
and his
you-
company are
do you
able to
understand
keep
my
Freddy's
confusion?
murders a secret for a while, but eventually Freddy and others start attacking during the day. The restaurant is closed, and somehow Jeremy isn't given this information and is locked inside with Freddy and his friends for one last night.
suits of the kids are rigged.
After just a few weeks,
For real.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is
So
closed,
sad.
and the attacks are covered up as new animatronics malfunction, according to a story that the company had printed in the paper. This cover-up works. A new location is
That's so
opened in the
sad.
early 1990s, and the crimes of the previous location seem to be buried. This time, the animatronics from the previous location are scrapped, and the originals from Fredbear's Family Diner are refurbished, making Withered Freddy the new Freddy. It's
But
never
that's
specified
not
if
even the
Gabriel
saddest
can
part,
possess
it's just
multiple
the way
animatronic suits at one time, or if
how
it's just the one that his body
certain
was
ones
stuffed
get
into,
killed,
but
and,
either
like,
way, this new form of Freddy is out for revenge under what
just
seems like Gabriel's
Gus Foxy is fast
This
because he
time,
got
Jeremy the
killed
Night
while
Guard does not
running.
return.
Bonnie,
This could be for
throws
several
hands and
reasons. He may have been killed
it's so
during his
sad.
last shift,
It's
or
so
he may have
sad.
just realized that it wasn't
Dead
worth
ass,
risking his life
Foxy
for
had the best way.
$20.10 of overtime pay.
He
Even
had the
factoring in
best way.
inflation since
He has the best
1987,
potential
that's the
to cut away,
equivalent
bro,
of
but it just didn't.
$54.05 in today's money. Whatever happened,
Because of plot
Jeremy
armor.
does not return, and a night guard by the name of Mike Schmidt starts the job in the early 1990s. We don't have an exact date for Mike's tenure, but based on
Because
inflation
you don't try
and
to
what he
hide
receives as
from
pay
a
compared
serial
to what
killer. You
Jeremy
don't
got
try
for
to
the
fight a
same
serial
position,
killer.
Early 90s seems to track. Mike is
You don't try to
deliberately kept in
scream
dark
from
on
a
Freddy's past.
serial killer. You try to run for it. You try to run for it. That's the only. That's a possible. That's like the 10% of survival, bro. If you just run for it.
Once again, all training is done via voice message, and while the person on the phone does their best to try to hide the fact that Freddy has killed other guards, he does slip up here and there, saying that he's surprised that Mike has made it this far on just the third night.
Most people don't last this long.
It seems this time the company attempted to protect
Oh,
itself
the
by installing
cupcake.
secure steel doors
Oh,
that the
it's
guards
so
could use to
fucked.
lock themselves into the office when they
It's
see
also
Freddy,
fucked.
Chica, Bonnie, or Foxy approaching,
So
which
sad.
offers a little more protection than just putting on a bear costume and hoping that they think that you're one of them. But the company has a limited electricity budget, meaning that Mike couldn't keep the protective doors armed the entire night, and it wouldn't be long before the roaming animatronics set their sights on him.
That's so ass. That's so ass. That's so fucking ass.
Mike would do his best to monitor the activity going on in the restaurant during his
Why would you
5 nights
monitor
at
it
Freddy's,
anyway?
But Freddy and the others were good at sneaking past when the security cameras were looking elsewhere. Along with the other guards before Mike, it seems as though Freddy killed whoever it is that is training him over the voicemails, because in the middle of the last one, it cuts out, and what can be assumed is Freddy's demonic voice is heard mumbling gibberish, leaving Mike on his own.
Hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm gonna try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad.
Bruh.
Yeah, I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know.
I would finish this game in a heartbeat. And it's not even being petty, bro.
According to the check stubs, Mike did make it through one more night and was paid double his rate for overtime, which was only another $120. After this, the murdered children possessing
but that's
the
a good
animatronics
bag,
finally
though.
stopped targeting
$120
security guards
for
long
just
enough
staying
to
there,
go
bro.
after their main target, William Afton. In the mid-90s, William
Nah,
Afton returns to
not
be
for the
dusty
amount of
shuttered
hours
Freddy
that I gotta
Fazbear's
stay.
Pizza
That's
to
nothing,
dismantle
bro.
his original
What the hell?
animatronic creations. The children's ghost chased Afton into his safe room, where another unpossessed animatronic, a Spring Bonnie, had been placed for storage. Fleeing the vengeful ghost, Afton jumped into the Spring Bonnie suit to hide. But over the years, the pizzeria building had decayed, and on that rainy night, leaks were plentiful. One of these leaks was right over the animatronic that Afton was hiding in, and soon enough, it shorted out its spring lock
Yes.
mechanism. According to these vintage
Yes,
instructional
bitch.
tapes uncovered in FNAF 3, a spring lock
You
mechanism
had to
is
pay
a
your
design
bills, which you
inside of the
didn't, though.
animatronic suit that allows a user to pull a crank and lock the machine parts so that the wearer won't be ripped apart by the gears.
To change the animatronics to suit mode, insert and turn firmly the hand crank provided by the manufacturer. Turning the crank will recoil and compress the animatronic
Why would I do that?
part around the
Like,
sides of
why
the
would I allow him to
providing
crank that
room to
shit?
climb inside. Please make sure that spring locks are fastened tight
Fuck that
to
shit.
ensure the animatronic devices remain
At
safe.
this point,
And
all the kids are
whoever
dead
created the
anyway.
instructional tapes seems very aware of what can happen if the instructions are not followed.
It's sad, but
attention while learning
you
how
don't
to
trust
operate
random niggas.
pieces, as accidents, injury, death, irreparable and grotesque maiming can occur.
When Afton climbs into the suit, in an instant, the robot's gears sprung shut on his body, mutilating him and causing an extremely slow, extremely painful death.
Yeah, dumbass
Shortly
nigga.
after,
Fuck
the
around and
ghosts of
find
the
out,
slain
nigga.
children, including Gabriel and the Freddy Fazbear animatronic, decided that they no longer needed to inhabit their robot bodies and moved on to the afterlife. But the cycle of violence continued beyond just Gabriel's inhabitation of Freddy Fazbear. For one, Afton came to possess the Spring Bonnie robot that his body was now enclosed in, and became known as Springtrap, another murderous animatronic. Once Gabriel had moved into the afterlife, Freddy himself took kind of a back seat and isn't heard from again until 30 years later, after the last Freddy Fazbear's Pizza had closed. In 2023, a horror attraction based on the restaurant's sordid history was opened called Fazbear's Frights, the horror attraction. Freddy is not heavily featured in this attraction, but a very withered version of Freddy sits outside of an office door. Shortly after this, Fazbear Entertainment puts out a VR game called the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience, where they embrace the idea that their once beloved mascot has turned into a horror icon.
And while it's true that some stories associated with our name were loosely based on actual
That ass, I would
events,
sleep through
the
this shit.
majority of them were total fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic. Lawsuits pending. But we
What's
aren't
interesting,
above
though?
laughing at ourselves. Ha ha ha. That's why we have recreated many of these.
It really makes you wonder how
fictitious
fucked up a
scenarios
human mind can
caused
be.
That you've been fed over the last several years into a hilarious VR game.
The virtual experience contains the in-universe versions of FNAF 1 through 3, as well as some additional game modes. It's kind of like how the Stab movies are actual movies inside of the Scream franchise. Throughout the experience, it becomes evident that William
Scream,
Afton's soul is still out
Stab.
there, manifesting in the
What the
game as a
fuck?
new villain known as Glitchtrap. The release of this game actually helped reinvigorate interest in the Fazbear brand. By marketing the game as a horror experience to adults, they also reminded them how much they loved the Fazbear brand as kids, which helped generate interest in giving their own kids a similar experience. At least that's my take on the events. Because it wasn't long before a new entertainment
Are you
center
niggas
called
crazy?
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Megaplex is built, most likely in the mid to late 2020s. It seems to have evolved from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza almost 40 years earlier. It's kind of like a Discovery Zone or Disney Quest, basically a high-end arcade place.
Oh, the
in
nigga
Highland.
killed
There's a
kids.
new
Oh, yeah,
futuristic
yeah,
version
yeah.
of
Let's
Freddy called
rebrand this
Glamrock
shit.
Freddy,
Yup.
who doesn't seem to be possessed, but
America.
who does appear to be
What the
sentient.
fuck?
There you are.
Jesus,
How
bro.
odd. Your guest profile is unknown to
Oh, I like that one, by the way.
Who are
Isn't
you?
that
A little boy
isn't
named
that
Gregory gets trapped in
a
Freddy
good nigga, by
Fazbear's
the way?
Mega
Isn't that a
Pizza
good
Plex,
kid?
But this time, the security guard, a
Or
woman
a
who
good
goes by
animatronic
Vanessa,
or
is
something?
out to get Gregory and wants to kill him. This is because Vanessa is a follower of William Afton, whose soul still lingers around, possessing various animatronics. This time, Freddy takes on a different role, as his goal is to protect Gregory from Vanessa and
Like
Afton,
that, I
and
will
ensure that the
actually
little boy
play,
makes it
for
through
real.
the night. There's
Like
also
this,
a new
I will
threat to
actually
worry
play.
about known as the Tangle, an amalgamation of different animatronic parts with a fun-time Freddy head.
'Cause
Although
this looks
Glamrock
hard.
Freddy seems to be more of a protagonist this time around, his overall role hasn't really changed. He was originally out to get revenge on William Afton,
It's
and
not Steam.
notoriously
This might be a stream idea for real. Hold on. Is it the? Oh, it's not out yet. Oh, it's not out yet. It's a planned release. No, this is the VR. This is the VR. Bro, wait. Which one is it though? Yeah, like you can't see this because it's not on stream, but cause is it Wanted? Cause they look hard as fuck, but I want the one that we just saw. Cause if it's the new one, if it's like the newest one, it comes out. Do you want a release date? Oh, okay. Security breach. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2, the VR, is planned release 14th of December. So like in literal 2 days. And it was security breach, right? Oh yeah, I got it. Oh yo. Yeah, I would do this. And now, you will see a master at work. Oh shit. Boom. Who the fuck is paying like $33 for a game that has a worth of $12 almost? I see this as a potential thing. I see this as a potential option because
caused harm to security.
the lore's kind of
So
crazy.
maybe Freddy is up to his
The games
usual
are shit,
antics.
but if they
Depends on
release
how
a
you
good
wanna look
game,
at it.
like, I mean-
As a horror villain, it's in my opinion that Freddy Fazbear is at its core a lesson about the dangers of not letting go of the past. Gabriel, as Freddy Fazbear, is consumed with revenge for his murder, taking the lives of innocent night guards. William Afton killed the missing children because he couldn't get over the trauma of losing his own family. If either of these characters had simply left
What type of bullshit is that? What type of biased shit is that? So, cause you lost your family, you gotta kill somebody else's family. Multiple, by the way, cause it was not one family. It was like multiple children of multiple families. So he destroyed literal like families, cause he's a bitch. Literal, because he's a bitch. Nobody told this nigga to fucking do all this bullshit. He just did it by himself. Like, nobody told him to do all this shit. He
past in
just
the
did it.
past,
It
the
was a
cycle of
choice,
violence
nigga.
could have stopped. Beyond
Take
that,
on
the
some
FNAF
responsibility,
series itself is
nigga.
constantly
Fuck.
looking back to the past. With 8-bit style minigames and a restaurant setting that was huge 40 years ago, it is most
And that
popular
nigga
with
should-
an audience of
is
now
supposed to be
adults
older than
who
me.
get to see a spin on a familiar location from their childhoods. In Five Nights at Freddy's 3,
Like, if
random
you're a-
nostalgia
if
hunters
you-
try to raid the old
if you have
pizzeria
such
for
a
animatronics,
big
turning
fan
themselves
base,
into
I might as well
victims.
treat you as
This
a real
concept
person,
is
right?
Probably, once again, directly inspired by real life, where urban explorers and animatronic archivists have raided old Chuck E. Cheese's, Showbiz Pizzas, and other similar establishments to document and preserve these relics of the past. But the message that the franchise and the Freddy Fazbear character delivers may not have even been an intentional
People
one.
be
At
scared
least,
of
that's the
some
conclusion I came to after looking into the past and into the
suits,
mind of the game's original
robots that
developer.
weren't waterproof. Shit, bruh. And they still have phones, bruh.
It seems likely that the lesson about letting go of the past is likely a subconscious one, accidentally delivered by the game's creator, Scott Cawthon. The 45-year-old developer
I would
was
never wanna
also
meet
born
that
at
nigga.
the perfect time to
I
have
just
spent his
know this
formative
nigga's
years
crazy.
in the establishments that Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is based on in the 80s. Freddy Fazbear, more than anything else, is the copyright-safe version of Billy Bob Ricali of the Rockafire Explosion, the in-house animatronic band seen in Showbiz Pizza restaurants from 1980 to 1992. Even just his acute knowledge of these Chuck E. Cheese knockoff Showbiz Pizza demonstrates Cawthon's fascination with a specific screenshot of the 1980s. But intentional or not, the warning about holding on to the past couldn't be clearer. In the FNAF universe, revenge literally traps you, trapping you as a ghost here on Earth and as a demonic spirit inside an animatronic. It's only until your soul learns to let go that you find peace and move on. And if that never happens, well...
Okay, dude. Okay. I get Death Battle vibes from this. This is so one-sided bullshit. This is so one-sided as fuck, bro. I already noticed this shit yesterday. But for real, bro. Like, come on now, nigga. Please, you got killed. You and your friends got killed by some random rich nigga. He killed you for the sake of killing, for real. Okay, and you're not supposed to take on revenge on that nigga. You know that these kids had to wait so long for this nigga to slip up, fuck up. So maybe they wanted to take out the revenge, but they really couldn't do it. Like, fuck. Shit, nigga, damn. Please have some fucking respect for them fucking kids, for real.
Well, you're doomed to continue your murder spree forever.
Like,
which
damn,
seems to be the
Lord.
case for many in the FNAF-averse, because
Oh, the
Freddy's train of
fucking-
games, books, and now
Bruh.
movies shows no sign of stopping. The theme of not being able to let go has even persisted in the games themselves.
You told
Scott
me,
Cawthon
but, like,
developed
fuck.
the first 6 main games in the series, which include FNAF 1 through 4, Sister Location,
His
Pizzeria
narration
Simulator,
doesn't
and
make
the
this
spin-off
better, bro.
Ultimate Custom Night, all of which have William Afton as the main overarching antagonist of the series. In 2019, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted was set to release, this time being developed by Steel Wool Studios. While this was originally just going to be a collection of VR ports of the original games, it ended up including a story of its own that mostly exists in the game's subtext. In Help Wanted, you play as a game tester testing out the VR versions of the Five Nights at Freddy's games, which now exist in universe as the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience,
Sword Art
which I
Online?
mentioned earlier.
What?
But the games contain this glitch character named Glitch Trap, who most fans believe to be sort of a digital incarnation of Afton. At this point, a lot of fans felt that William Afton's story had been told and were hoping to see a new antagonist for this new era of FNAF, the Steel Wool era. But that's not what happened.
No,
Even
because
the movie series seems to
the
be
Five Nights at Freddy fan base is shit. It's shitty as fuck. It's shitty as fuck. It's literally full of a bunch of toxic ass niggas that can't accept change. Because if they would rewrite the whole story, guess what happens? Oh, but this is not true because this happened. Blah, 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 blah. And then you have niggas like me that try to get some fucking good ass information. I dead ass have more information about Ronald McDonald, about Art the Killer Clown than this right now. Like how? I mean, it was a 24
holding on
video,
to the
20-minute
franchise's
video,
past,
but
rather than
I
pushing
feel
forward
like
into
this is
new
a waste.
territory.
He basically
Scott
told me
Cawthon
shit
said
that I
his
already know.
script is based on Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and that he hopes to turn the sequel games into their own movies as well. Not that that's a bad thing. The only reason I pointed out is because it is a telling choice. This will be the third
Fuck, I got a
adaptation of that
fucking beat.
original story. In the movie canon, Mike Schmidt, the guard from the original Five Nights at Freddy's, gets hired as a night guard and brings along his daughter during
Be
his
right back.
shifts.
I will work and you will sleep.
I understand.
It seems as if the movie canon will be separate from the game canon, because in the movie, the animatronics are targeting Schmidt's daughter, trying to kill her and get her to become one of them.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
While it seems that earlier iterations of Freddy or Gabriel were more set on protecting children, it does track that Gabriel looks to other children as a means of companionship. So that is my take on the very convoluted history of Freddy Fazbear, and if this video came out on time, you guys will have received a Freddy Krueger episode and a Freddy Fazbear episode all in 1 month. So let me know if there are any other horror Freddys that I can cover. Before we wrap this one up, it wouldn't feel right not to mention a few of the other forms of Freddy Fazbear that I held off talking about for simplicity's sake. So just as there are many different forms of Chuck E. Cheese, including the Pizza Time Theater era, the Tuxedo era, the Skater era, etc., there are also tons of alternate looks for Freddy. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 takes place in a child's bedroom, and the player is attacked by nightmare versions of the animatronics, one of which is the very terrifying Nightmare Fredbear. It's widely believed in the fandom that the child that you're playing as is William Afton's surviving son. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 introduces many alternate forms, such as Toy Freddy and Shadow Freddy, which means we can only assume that while Gabriel's body was stuffed into one specific animatronic, he was able to somehow inhabit the other Freddy robots. The original 5 games all contain an alternate called Golden Freddy, who very little is known about. He almost seems to be a cross between the old school Fredbear and the redesigned Freddy Fazbear. The 5th game, Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, gave us Gendo, short for Yellow Endoskeleton Bear, a very Terminator-esque version of Freddy Fazbear. The last one I'll highlight is Phantom Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's 3, a burned, partially destroyed character that somehow survived the 40-year time gap. The alternate forms are just another cool way that Fazbear Entertainment mirrored the unsettling evolutions of its real-world counterparts. But if you want to fully understand the world of the 1980s robot pizza mascots that gave way to the creation of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, you need to check out my horror history on the rat himself, Charles Entertainment Cheese. Please, it's probably my best video. I feel like it should have like at least 4 times more views. Remember to subscribe to CZ's World for new horrors every week, ring the death bell for all notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Assuming we both survive. Michael Audrey Myers was born in 1957 as the second and final child of Edith and Donald Myers after his 9-year-old sister Judith. In this video, I'm analyzing the latest version of the Michael Myers character from the 40-year timeline. That includes Halloween, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. Most cities have a Union Station or joint station where most of their routes connect. In the case of the Halloween Express, that is Halloween 1978. From there, you can go down the original route, where Michael is involved with a cult worshipping an ancient demon. You can go down the 20-year timeline route, where Michael escapes after getting blown up by Dr. Loomis, or you can go down the 40-year timeline route, where Michael is captured and locked up for 4 decades. decades. So his origin in this timeline is mostly a familiar one, but not entirely. Things would take a twist. In this video, you'll learn how this iteration of Michael Myers was modeled after Jaws, the meaning of his signature traits like the head tilt, and the answer to the one question on everyone's mind. Is this the end of Michael Myers? To find out, stick around to the end of this video. Welcome to Horror History. One of the goals set by co-writers David Gordon Green and Danny McBride was to make the Michael Myers character scary again. To do this, they looked back to the original, which included no familial relations, no complex backstories, and no over-explanations of the character. Producers Jason Blum and David Gordon Green have both described their approach as walking the line between honoring the old and twisting that into something new. For example, Michael's look and body language are closer to that of the original than ever before, but they aren't opposed to ramping up the blood and gore to keep up with the modern slasher, something we didn't really see during Michael's first appearance in the more conservative 1970s. The most important direction for a contemporary boogeyman was to reintroduce the mystique, and that comes across in the way that he's written, acted, and even in the design of his iconic mask.
There's something scary about someone committing those kind of violent acts with no emotion at all, and that's what that mask does. You can project your own things that frighten you onto that mask.
Special effects designer Chris Nelson created the mask with the goal of preserving the melancholy of the character, and many fans agree that it was effective in using a blank slate to bring back the horror of what might be. Other timelines mess up the illusion of emotionlessness by showing his face, making him cry, explaining his childhood in great detail, or, in some cases, just using masks that look way too surprised or too angry. I'd like to know as little about him and his history and abilities as possible, the director offered in an interview with HalloweenMovies.com. I think there was a reason that he was called the Shape in the original, because in some ways he's more of an essence than he is a traditional character. While this is a valid point, I also think the very practice of doing a sequel trilogy results in new lore being added to the character. This one goes back to the idea that Michael Myers is human, but with a supernatural edge. He's nearly invincible.
A character who is between a human being and the supernatural.
And he's a human being we need to understand.
And with more scenes to study, we can start to recognize patterns and draw a few conclusions about him without disrupting the mysterious allure that has made him a legend for so many decades. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get into it. As a child, Michael was an outcast. While he didn't exhibit any alarming behavior, he didn't seem to exhibit much behavior at all. This caused some adults to feel bad for him, including the mother of a boy in his class, Peter McCabe. Mrs. McCabe would make her son go over to Michael's house to play, but Michael would just spend all of his time staring out of his sister's window. At the age of 6 years old, on October 31st, 1963, Michael's parents go out for the evening, and his older sister is hanging out with her boyfriend, leaving him unsupervised. After seeing Judith and her boyfriend go upstairs, he takes a knife from the kitchen and heads up himself. Judith is combing her hair when the boy creeps up and stabs her several times. He simply walks outside and stands in front of the house as his parents come home to discover his crime. He was taken into the custody of the Illinois Department of Public Safety Juvenile Justice on November 1st. Officials at the time stated he likely would not be charged with first-degree murder, pending a psychological evaluation. After the evaluation, it was decided he would undergo psychiatric treatment. Michael is labeled as patient number A2201, sentenced to Smiths Grove Sanitarium, and assigned to a psychiatrist named Dr. Samuel Loomis. His initial stay at Smiths Grove lasted 15 years, none of which is documented in the Halloween films.
Michael Audrey Myers shall be brought before the court on the day of his 21st birthday, where he shall be tried as an adult.
For those who are wondering, this scene is one of the extra scenes shot for the television version of the original 1978 film. Long story short, they wanted to add scenes to fit a television time slot with more commercials. The question is if these scenes are still canon in the 40-year timeline, because in Halloween 2018, we see this. Michael's middle initial is A. The name Michael Audrey Myers comes from these made-for-TV scenes. It's totally possible that this was intended to be an Easter egg, though, because another made-for-TV scene shows Michael wrote the word sister on his door before breaking out of Smith's Grove. This suggests that he broke out to go after his sister, Lori, which he does in Halloween 2. However, Michael and Lori are not siblings in the 40-year timeline. Co-writer Danny McBride has talked about this change. I was pushing for the removal of the familial mythology setup in Halloween 2 right off the bat. I just felt like it was an area where he wasn't quite as scary anymore. It seemed too personalized. The idea was that the audience knows they're not related to Michael, so they didn't have anything to worry about. But if he's just going after random people, everyone has a reason to be afraid. It's possible that Michael wrote sister in reference to Judith, whose tombstone he steals after breaking out. So you could make an argument either way as to the canonicity of these added scenes. My take is that they're not part of the 40-year timeline. The extra scenes were shot using the crew from Halloween 2, and they aired in 1980, right before Halloween 2, so it's pretty clear that they're meant to set up that movie. Halloween 2018 takes a strong stance in that it only acknowledges Halloween 1, going so far as to say that Halloween 2 was just made up.
Wasn't it her brother who, like, cold-blooded mutilated all those teenagers?
No. That's just a bit that some people made up to make him feel better, I think.
In 1978, after Michael turns 21, he was due back in court for reevaluation, but when Dr. Loomis and his associate nurse Marianne Chambers arrived to pick him up, he and several other patients were on the loose. Michael stole their car and escaped into the night in Warren County. This version of the Michael Myers character plays into his status as an urban legend, and it makes sense because Halloween 2018 Kills and Ends are aimed at a new generation, a generation who has probably heard of Michael Myers but not yet experienced him for themselves, much like an urban legend. Think about the popular urban legends of our culture. There are always repeating elements and symptoms. Bloody Mary will appear if you say her name into a mirror 3 times with only a candle's light. Slender Man will appear nestled in forest trees and cause glitches in video equipment. The lights will flicker on and off before the appearance of the hash-slinging slasher. In Michael's case, he comes out around Halloween nights, surrounded by a fleet of wraith-like mental patients. There are many other symptoms of the urban legend that are seen by multiple generations of Haddonfield residents, which I'll point out throughout this lesson. First example, in 1963, Michael had a one-piece clown suit, a mask, and a knife, and he targeted a teenager who had been getting busy with her boyfriend. So in 1978, the legend would continue with Michael obtaining a one-piece jumpsuit, a mask, and a knife, and he would once again target teenagers who are trying to do the act as stand-ins for Judah. He runs a mechanic's truck off the road and offs him to get the suit. To make this night a tribute to his last rampage, he steals Judith's tombstone from the cemetery. He breaks into the general store to steal a Halloween mask and also gets some rope, which he would use later. In addition to picking up his now signature weapon, a couple of knives. His next stop is his childhood home, which now sits abandoned. It is here that he gets hungry and eats part of a dog.
Michael Myers?
And it is also here
shit.
that he first encounters Laurie Strode, a high school student who is there to drop off a set of keys for her father, who is a realtor trying to sell the property. He follows her around all day until he arrives at her babysitting job that evening. Her friend Annie is babysitting across the street, and she becomes the next victim. Michael hides in her car, so when she goes to pick up her boyfriend, he strangles her before she gets out of the garage. His next victims are Bob and Linda, who are trying to use the house as a private place to do their crime.
Shit.
He arranges all 3 dead teens in the upstairs bedroom, with Annie on the bed under the Judith Myers tombstone, making it clear that he's trying to recreate the scenario from
Think of
Z.
a
He
couple
stuffs
puffs
Linda
of
into a
that
cupboard
shit.
and hangs Bob overhead in the closet. Then he kills the lights in the house and waits for Laurie to notice and come over to check on her friends. When she does, she's demonstrably disturbed, but her next find is even more horrifying.
Bro, this shit got me breathing as fuck, bro. What the fuck? Bro.
Michael slowly but methodically chases her back across the street to the Doyle household and makes several more attempts on her, but she puts up a good fight, first stabbing him in the neck with a knitting needle, then poking his eye out with a clothing hanger, and finally stabbing him in the chest with the knife he dropped. But Michael Myers is far from any ordinary man and rises back to life in an almost vampire-like fashion. He gets a hold of his exhausted prey, finally seeing his chance to end it by strangling her. But she does something unexpected by removing his mask. This causes him to stop momentarily, and he attempts to put it back on before continuing to attack her. His fixation with the mask is never detailedly explained, but it's obviously an important part of the process for him. In the original timeline, I
Nigga,
analyzed
he
the mask
just
as
takes no face, no case so serious, bro. That's the only real reason. Because, like, we know he looks dusty as fuck. But, come on now, bruh. And what is this whole fucking conspiracy theory about, oh my god, how does he looks like now? Well, here it is, bro. This is how this nigga looks like. The fuck?
important part of the ritualistic practice that he's taking part in. But here in the 40-year timeline, Michael is simply an escaped mental patient. It's a common occurrence for mental patients to respond poorly to any change outside their comfortable normal. That's why mental institutions never deviate from having simple white walls with no decorations. The staff are always dressed identically with the same inoffensive music played every day.
You know that's hard cap. I've been there. You know that they don't look like that.
We also see this with a character in the 40-year timeline, Mr. Tivoli. He has a fixation with tied shoelaces, and anything else is upsetting to him. Michael was wearing a mask and one-piece costume when he killed his sister in 1963, so he feels a need to wear similar attire, mask included, to kill during the anniversary here.
The mask is for his
and the
face.
same would be true in the future. But this little distraction ends up
His
being
uniform is an Easter egg, okay? He's just an engineer.
5, 6 shots
Yeah.
To this point, this would be the most damage that Haddonfield's
I've done.
man had
I've been
taken
through a
on,
lot,
and
bro.
It came at the hands of his own
It's
psychiatric
just-
doctor, but it doesn't keep him down.
It was not for
He
long,
needs a
though,
couple
'cause, like,
seconds to flee the scene and cut
my
through an alleyway
mentality.
escape. He's spotted by a
Let's
timid
go.
young
It's
officer,
rigged.
Frank Hawkins,
Like
who shoots
it's
at
not
him, but
actually
an
rigged.
unfazed Michael simply walks away.
I don't know how to fucking
seems that
say
the
this,
first
but
thing he
like
does after
it's
this
just
is move
it's more like the fact that I don't know since ever I'm so adaptable to things. It's just so like if I really would want to, I could be like, oh shit, how would my life be if I had this, right? Or like something, some weird. I could really make myself think I got it. I could really do that. And I'm really good at convincing others to do that. Like to believe that. It was a problem. It was like an outrageous problem. Shit was just weird. My mom didn't trust it. It's a lot to say. It's like I don't know. We need a whole convo over that.
His car because we can see it
But
right
long
here,
story
parked
short, I
outside the
wasn't
old
there for
Myers
long
house.
because
Combine that with the breathing we hear
my
at the end of
reasoning
Halloween
is
while
like
looking across
it's a survivability. It's not a choice no more. It's like life. So I will probably unravel everything that is presented to me to unravel, just like magician tricks and whatever the fuck not. I got these cards from Temu, and these cards are hard as fuck to play with. Not gonna lie. Hold up. Hold up. Like these cards are pretty clean to play with, right? Yeah, it's easier when I say it in person for real. These cards, my friend, my homeboy, he was really into magician shit type shit, right? And he was like, he's always as a kid, he was so happy to show me those things, but in reality, I was just acting like I didn't know what's going on, right? So he was like doing that. He was trying to, like, he said you got like four stacks of cards, right? You got 4 stacks of cards. And for each stack of cards you got, you draw 3 more and you put the other stack on top of the 3. So eventually you have 10 cards. Okay? Eventually you have 10 cards per staple, right? This nigga told me to put the 3 cards on the bottom, right? So I just knew already, bro. I just knew already, bro, that this shit was rigged, and I had to draw cards and put them back, right? I already knew it was rigged, and he was like, bro, I was like, bro, I already know how this shit works, right? And he was like, yeah, just pretend like you don't know, bro. Like pretend like you know. And I still managed to fuck up his whole trick, bro. I still managed to fuck up, because when he said put the 3 cards down, I was like, okay, but you didn't tell me in which order I had to put them down, right? So I did that shit, and he was like, this is a king, this is a king, this is a king, and this is supposed to be a king, but it's not a king. It's just like that. It's those things, like if I really put my mind to it, I could do crazy things, right? And for some time I did. For personal benefit. Like, it's not like anything really crazy, but for example, most kids wouldn't do that at that age. Most kids just they don't think like that. They don't tell nobody how the economic system works. Okay, they don't tell nobody how certain serial killers had certain tendencies and like and basically you could like basically talk them right. For everything what happened, I could talk it right, like, and people believe that shit, and that got me in trouble.
At the house, and it seems likely that this was the first place he
It's
went.
just
If you
a
think
way
about
of
it, it makes sense
manipulating
that he tried to
things. If
repark
you
the
can
car
manipulate
because he was
somebody
just
else,
attacked
try
by
to
Dr.
manipulate
Loomis,
your
who was
own
the most
brain,
likely
and
person to
then is
recognize
when
that
you
car.
try.
Michael
That's
goes
where
back
you
out on
really
foot and comes across a boy named Lonnie
really
Field,
like
who had tripped on the
understand
sidewalk.
how you
Michael
fucking
doesn't
shit
kill
works.
kids, and he sees a pair of police officers
And it's
approach
coming
him.
from
So
a
once
stoner.
again, he
I know,
miraculously
but I talk
disappears.
only real
Something he's
shit, bro.
managed to
If you
do
can
a number of
manipulate
times.
somebody else, try
He
to
retreats into
manipulate
his
your
old
own
home
brain
and stands at
to
the
not feel
window,
pain.
just as he did as a child.
Try to
Officers
manipulate
are
your own
McCabe,
brain
who Michael
to
had
tell
playdates with
to
when he was
yourself
youth,
like
and Frank Hawkins, who
crying
just
is
encountered
only
not long
something
before.
that's
They
supposed
investigate
to
the house
happen
where
for
Michael
something
surprises
real.
McCabe, one of the few times we ever see him run. He
For real,
slams
bro?
the officer into the wall several times and uses the
This is
remainder of
facts.
the rope taken from the hardware store to strangle
Don't
him.
know how to
We
tell
see
you.
McCabe manage to get in several good punches in the abdomen, but Michael hardly seems to notice, and he just takes him hostage before Hawkins gets into the room and shoots. But the rookie officer accidentally hits his partner rather than the masked perpetrator. Michael drops his meat shield and calmly walks out of the house,
Fucking
even as several more shots are being fired at
Stormtrooper
him.
aim.
This entire night, he's been trying to recreate the circumstances of his first kill in 1963, and he brings it all to a close by walking out of the house and standing in the front yard, just as he did back then. This time, he is immediately surrounded by 6 armed police officers
Bruh.
who are able to beat him down, capture him, and return him to captivity, this time in prison. Shortly after Myers began his term in the state prison, he was transferred from medium to maximum security because he apparently formulated escape plans. He also forged his own identification
But like,
credentials,
how
took
in
notes
the
on air-
fuck would you put a serial killer in medium security? How the fuck does that shit work? That shit is rigged as fuck.
plan schedules and somehow acquired roadmaps and
I
a
should've
driver's
started
license. After
cleaning-
shooting him
Bro,
6
it
times,
is, bro.
Loomis was removed from his
It
position
is.
as Michael Myers' doctor. Whether this was voluntary or involuntary
It is
not
ass as
known.
fuck.
In a statement recorded in audio on January 22nd, 1979,
Windows
about
like
3 months
11
after
is
the
also
babysitter
ass.
murders, he suggests that
If you gotta
Myers should
start
get
up
the
that
death
shit.
penalty.
My PC, bro, he gave me the blue screen, bro, and I was like, nah, I'm not having this, bro. Even if I have to decipher
However, the
every
state wanted to keep
German
Michael
word,
alive to
bro,
be studied, hoping they could
I'm
gain
not,
more insight on the
I'm
mind of a killer.
really
This is
not
probably why he was eventually
accepting the
returned
fact that
to
you don't
Smith's
work.
Grove.
So I
I'd like to think
reinstalled
I'm
my
doing
entire
a much
Windows.
better job of that in this video than they did in their 55 years of study. But as I mentioned, Michael is more of an essence than an actual character. We can assume Loomis knew this and kept watch over Michael with only the intention of keeping him locked up. However, he eventually passed away.
That
and his
sound in the
successor would
background,
not have
that's
the
my
same
fucking
intention.
washer,
The
bro.
next psychiatrist assigned to look over Michael is a man by the name of Dr. Ranveer Sartain.
That shit,
Dr. Sartain
it really
became
makes you
obsessed
think
with
it's
trying
about to
understand
explode, but
Michael
it
and his
isn't, bro.
motives and abilities. This causes Sartain to develop a bond to his patient and become protective of him, in the same way that an artist might defend their life's work. He brought in over 50
the
clinical
speed of the
psychiatrists to
washer
try
is
to see
just
Michael,
so
and each had
fucking
different
fast
opinions
that it
about
dries
him.
my
During these
clothes.
40 years, Michael
Almost.
rarely speaks, which Sartain sees as a personal choice to stay silent rather than a disability. In the years of Michael's second
Getting-
stint of captivity,
Ooh.
Smith's Grove Sanitarium became Smith's
Super
Grove State
slow.
Hospital.
That's why I clean his
Patients
dome.
are calmed
Mhm.
with old jazz music on
Mhm.
vinyl records. A courtyard
Right.
area is outfitted to give them their own space and get some fresh air and sunshine.
Sometimes
every day,
shit
and
just
Sartain
happens,
meets
bro.
individually with patients to check in with them on a morningly basis. After 40 years of not much progress, Michael is set to be transferred to a new
I feel
facility,
yes.
Glass Hill, and assigned a new doctor on October 30th, 2018, the 40-year mark from the date of his first escape.
Bro, these shits, bro, be doing crazy shit. Like, really makes me wonder, like,
There are not many visitors for Smith's Grove's most infamous resident, so Dr. Sartain doesn't have many opportunities.
bro, I
to see
found
how
a
Michael
life hack,
reacts to
by the
different
way,
people
in
or different environments. I imagine
in
this
the
feels
finals.
quite limiting to him, and speculate that when
fuck
British
playing with
investigative
keyboard and
journalist
mouse. You
Aaron
just
Corey
play that
and
shit
Dana
with
Haynes
controller,
approached
and
him
bro,
about
trust,
speaking to
life is good.
Michael, he gleefully accepted, with hopes of seeing a new side of his mysterious, long-studied mental case. They were able to arrange a meeting just before the transfer on October 29th, 2018.
There he is.
When introduced to the reporters, Michael ignores them.
Bro,
So in
for
order to
real,
try to
bro.
elicit a
For real.
response, he brings
It
out
be,
the William Shatner mask that
it
was
really
worn
be
during the
crazy, bro.
1978
Like,
rampage,
fucking
but it manages
earthquake
to
type
aggravate
shit.
just about every other patient than the one it was intended for. The evening of the
Like,
30th, each
thing with Michael Myers, bro, I don't understand. Like, also with all the other ones, except Freddy, bro, call it glazing, bro, but that story just, it's just real for me, bro. Like, all the other, this nigga has been caught ever since, bro. Like, come on now. He didn't even made it past the 14 minutes, bro. Ah, okay, 14 minutes, man. Like, 6 seconds, I guess. But you feel me? Like, it's crazy to me that I have to sit here for another 40 minutes just to look at a nigga that's in jail. Escapes jail, gets back in jail. Because that's how that works. So what we're totally not finna do is just that. Fuck. Michael Myers is ass. Even in Dead by Daylight, he's actually kind of ass. But he's not ass, but like, I don't know. If a base killer is not strong, like, without the skills and without the add-ons or whatever the fuck not perks. I feel like it's shit. And since I saw the death battle with Frieza and Megatron, bro, I was like, how in the fuck does this even work? Like, it's stated that Golden Frieza equals the power of Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, right? Super Saiyan God Goku clashed with Beerus, okay? They swung, right? They could destroy the entire fucking universe with one fucking fist, okay? With one fucking... Bro, you're telling me that a robot can be Frieza, bro? And he didn't, though, but Frieza won, though. But they were glazing Megatron so hard. And the same thing with Goku and fucking Superman, bro. I deadass believe that if they did the power scaling right, bro, Goku would beat the fuck out of him. Because it's always the same shit. It's always the same shit. Superman has his powers from the fucking sun. Each fucking death battle, he resorts back to the fucking sun, bro. Goku whipped out a Susanoo and still managed to lose. Superman said at the end, like, shit, you almost had me there. Like, what the fuck? This nigga has been like fucking... Goku has been upgrading himself for like 3 parts, bro. And at the peak of god level powers, he almost managed to fucking beat Superman, bro. It makes no sense to me, bro. This nigga could like literally punch anything and like destroy the entire fucking universe. Like, it is literally stated in the books that Goku, the only reason why he doesn't explode or like destroys every planet by just moving for real is because he literally protects the Earth with his own ki, bro. He literally that's literally what he does, bro. Like, what the fuck? That's the only reason why Earth still exists. Let's be real about that, okay? You're not telling me that a nigga in a fucking pajama, bro, and a Speedo that hasn't have any upgrades ever since, all the life hacks that I can think of, nearly got beat by Goku. So I feel like in part 4, they will let Goku win. Because they told us that Goku almost clapped Superman. Because Superman told him that at the end. So I feel like that Goku should have like literally clapped Superman from the start. Like, it's literally favoritism, bro. For real. I was just so angry. Because it's my boy Goku, bro. For real. You can't make this shit up, bro. Damn. It's basically saying that Supergirl can... Yo. It's basically the same shit. It's basically if you say that, like, Supergirl... So, damn. Supergirl can clap Vegeta, bro. It makes no sense. Like, for real. It literally makes no sense. Fucking Vegeta will clap her any day of the week, bro. What the fuck? It's Vegeta, bro. Come on, bro. Like, if Goku can, like, fucking punch fucking holes in the universe, I feel like Vegeta can do that too. Like, the hell? Ik kijk Harry Potter. Oh, that's all good. You gotta do what you got to do. Dude, I don't know if you know things about Beyblade. I assume that you do know things about Beyblade. They're all talking about Pegasus this, Pegasus blah blah blah. Plot armor this, plot armor. What about Ryuga though? Let's be real. Let's be real. What about Ryuga, bro? All we hear is main protagonist bullshit. Okay, yes, Beyblade. We're all talking about Jenga this, Jenga that, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Pegasus this, Pegasus. But what about my nigga Ryuga, bro? That ass. Yo, what's up? Sup, fuck? Like, for real. Like, Beyblades, bro. I always wanted Ryuga's Beyblade. Always. Like, fuck all the other ones, bro. The Beyblade, bro. This, y'all don't understand that this nigga. This nigga. This Beyblade. Fucking spins reverse. Bro, what the fuck, bro? Come on now, bro. Come on now. Oh, bro. That's how far my mind goes, bro. Like for real. That's literally how far my mind goes, bro. Cause I can be talking about one thing and I can be talking about the next. Like I hate when I get it, it's a main protagonist, but don't be releasing like niggas that are obviously way stronger than him and then still lose by some stupid ass plot armor, bro. Like, come on now. Ryuga never should have lost. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Like, come on now, bruh. I mean, like, if you don't know shit about fucking Beyblade, then we talk about fucking Naruto. Pain really had a different POV. It was just Naruto with a different perspective, for real. Like since I watched that video, bro, it is. It literally is. What the hell? What the what the fuck? But he's the bad guy. How? Okay, deadass. I don't like the nigga, but they jumped Jiraiya, bro. Like, come on. Like, fuck. It's literally Naruto. Like, reskin everything. It's literally Naruto when he would, like, literally decide, fuck the leaf. Like, deadass. Like, deadass. The fan base is talking about, oh, we need a spin-off of like, Naruto going back. We already had that. And the only nigga that could beat him is a counterfeit, Naruto himself. Okay? This nigga, Pain, didn't want no talk, bro. And that's the only reason why Naruto won. Because of the talk, bro. For real. For real. Pain was about the action. Naruto's all about the fucking talking shit. Touching everybody's soul and whatever the fuck not. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. Come on now, bro. This nigga. I'm just saying. It's the same goddamn thing to me. But like for real, the Talk No Jutsu be working on niggas that kill their senseis, bro. What the fuck? If you make a nigga like heartless and cold and whatever the fuck not, make him so overpowered that can literally one tap your entire village. And Talk No Jutsu works, bro. Same thing with Madara, bro. They dog walked him, bro. So you're basically telling me, cause this nigga had trust issues while peeing, bro. Not gonna lie, like I have the same thing, bro. If somebody is in the same fucking room as me or something, or I know they're in the same restroom as me, I can't pee. That's just a thing. Like Madara had sort of the same thing, right? But I be watching over my shoulder the entire time. I don't care. I didn't even do anything illegal. If I hear something behind me, I just check that shit out, right? Take that part in fucking consideration, right? Because this shit is how they done my nigga Madara, bro. You be telling me that he's probably one of the biggest terrorists in entire Naruto, and he doesn't know how to watch his own back, bro. He got backstabbed by some Gale Seed. Isn't Sharingan to be almighty and overpowered? You can see through shit. You couldn't see that shit wasn't meant for you, bro. Like, niggas can time skip. Fucking Sasuke was boxing with dinosaurs. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? You couldn't see, bro. You couldn't see the betrayal, bro. You didn't see that fucking Obito was a soft-ass bitch to begin with, bro. When you literally found him under a fucking boulder trying to protect his fucking friends. Bro. And not even to mention that he had to tell his great sibling, or like sibling, grandfather, whatever the fuck Madara is, that he literally gave his life hacks to his best friend. And he still took that nigga in, bro. Bro. You're asking to be backstabbed at this point. Like, bruh. Do your research, homie. Damn, why didn't he take Kakashi instead, bro? Like, what if, bro? Like, for real, what if, bro? What if he just took Obito's Sharingan? Like, come on now, he just removes the fucking boulder, take the Sharingan that's under the other eye, right? Take that shit, implement the Sharingan, do some Jedi mind tricks, just like fucking Itachi did with the crows, right? Make this nigga think that his ninja way is serving him, right? Because he got the Sharingan, right? I mean, Setsu is slick as fuck, but come on, bruh. But like, come on, it's fucking Madara, bro. I just don't understand, like, why did he take Obito? By the way, why did he even take him under his fucking shit? If he took fucking Kakashi, bro, shit would have been different, bro. Cause think about it, Kakashi is the perfect candidate. Cause his dad did suicide, right? He saw his body, whatever the fuck not. He already broken. He don't have no dad. Yeah, he don't have no love, right? If Madara, bro, manipulated that shit instead of fucking Obito, bro, that ass, shit will be different, bro. Not gonna lie. Fucking Obito would be like Hokage of okay, maybe yeah, he would still be the Hokage. For real, he would still be Hokage. Like at that point. He would just take place of Kakashi, right? So he would just be like team yeah, bro. He would be sensei of Team 7. Obito would have been Team 7 sensei. Eventually he becomes like Hokage after Naruto. Like literally, if fucking if Madara took Kakashi in, bro, his dreams, bro, it would be reality, bro. For real. No options. Can't use Sharingan normally. But Hashirama cells would work, right? Because they work on everybody. He used it for Naruto. On Madara himself. Bruh, I know. I mean, he has a lot of plot armor for it. He's not even supposed to cast as fucking Susanoo. He doesn't even have the power to do that shit. He doesn't even have to, like, even if he managed to successfully do that shit, it wouldn't be for a long time. Right? Like, oh, fuck. Danzo be plotting too, for real, bro? Bro, what is this with niggas that plan shit even after they die, bro? What the fuck? Or like plan shit for if they die. Like, that's crazy, bro. But like, I mean, it's all good and all. It's literally all good and all, but nobody can compete with my nigga Lelouch. For real. Like, it's just no. Okay, that ass. Light versus Lelouch. Okay? Who wins? Straight up. Okay, I guess Okay, bro. He got Shikigami powers, though. Come on, bro. He literally got a Shikigami as a bitch, though. But like with manipulating, like for yeah. Against Lelouch, bro. I deadass only think only because he got the Shikigami, bro. He got Ryuk, bro. That the only reason why he could potentially win, bro. For real, like. Even with all the plotting, Light still wouldn't win, right? Against Lelouch. Like, the only reason why he would win is because he got a killer Shikigami, bro. What the fuck? Like, if he finds out what Lelouch's real name is and shit, which it's not that hard to find out, by the way, he could win this fight easy. But for the sake of that shit, it's kind of hard because it's basically his main thing. If I take away the Shikigami from Light, it's favoritism because Lelouch will win either way. So that true. I think Lelouch will win. Lelouch would win if it wasn't for like the fucking Shikigami, bro. Like, come on now, 30 seconds. His name, 30 seconds. Boom. Oof. Oh fuck! Maybe I gotta fucking watch that shit. Hold up. I got a whole anime list for this. Hold. I got a whole fucking site for this shit, bro. Hold. Well, we really cannot watch anime on this bitch. That's the only thing. What? No results, bruh. I will fucking find this shit. Don't worry. I will find this shit. No worries. I will watch this shit. Cause I still can't believe that Superman beat Goku, bro. Not gonna lie. If Goku doesn't beat Superman in part 4, bro, then it's just a money making move, bro. Not gonna lie. Then it's just because they're just afraid. Like, do I really have to tell you that Goku can literally wipe the universe out of its existence just by punching? Like, fuck. Bro, it's all good. Bro, I searched for psycho shit, but I can find it, bro. I can find it. I can. I will do this for you. Don't worry. I mean, it's only because Superman can harness the power of the sun. Superman created a Big Bang. Superman can do this. Superman can do that. Niggas, please, bro. Please. It's a fucking space monkey that likes to fight for just fighting, bro. Like, come on. Bro, the thing with Death Battle is they will throw in a bunch of, like, overpowered shit. And their measurements are basically based on something else. Because they did the one with Golden Frieza against Megatron. And they based his powers off of Goku. So I was like, bruh. He still clapped though, cause Frieza ain't no bitch, okay? Frieza could have whopped fucking Megatron in base form, in my opinion. But okay, like, fuck, Superman against Goku, bro. That's the biggest joke I've ever heard in my life. Like, the fuck? Like, literally, like, the fuck? Isn't Superman just the American fucking Goku for real? Like, what is this? Like, I get it, bro. But they made Superman in such a way that he doesn't even have arch nemesis. He doesn't even have actual enemies. Nobody can stop this nigga. There are versions of Superman that are immune to Kryptonite. Like, what the fuck, bro? This nigga really has no enemies for real. Like, he really can't be stopped. Like, what? I swear, base form Frieza beats Megatron easy, bro. This nigga turned into a fucking tank. Like, they really presented it like this, bro. Oh, Frieza can do this and blah blah blah. He's strong as fuck. He got the Death Beam. He got the Death blah blah blah. Death Slicer, Death Saucer, Death blah. That, and like with Megatron, they had like, bruh, he got this big ass laser. He can turn himself into a gun. Oh, this big ass laser has a radius of 12 fucking miles. And I was like, 12 miles? What is you talking about? Frieza just wipes out fucking planets for fun, bro. And the thing that I know about Frieza is that he doesn't want to he's basically a real estate agent. He doesn't want to destroy innocent planets, right? So if he really needs to destroy one planet, he only destroys one planet. The only reason why you see him destroy planets in his base form is because if he transforms, he will probably accidentally wipe out existence, or like wipe out the universe by accident. He would probably do that. Maybe not universe, but other planets. That's the main reason why you see him destroy planets in his base form. This nigga, Megatron, turned to a fucking tank. Okay, a fucking tank. Fired that fucking beam. And that beam was supposed to clash with a death ball, bro. What is she talking about, bro? What is she talking about? Like, and Megatron apparently has some fucking antimatter powers. He could literally, basically, with all the elements on the Earth, basically, if you put antimatter in a place that antimatter shouldn't be in, it will probably cause the fucking universe to explode, right? He really did that shit. He just casually did that shit. And he got to live through it. And he still lost. What is that even, bro? Frieza had to turn literal black to win against a robot. What is this power scaling, bro? What is this power scaling, bro? What is this shit? What? Fuck, I know Trunks was fucking dismantling androids in his teen years, bro. What is she? What? Didn't fucking Trunks wipe out Mech Frieza, bro? With just like 6 slices or something? Like, what is really going on? Like, Death Battle is a joke. I couldn't do it better. I'm not saying that, but it's just so biased. It's so ass. At least if you do that shit, make it accurate, bro. At least, like, if you drop big names, bro. Frieza against Megatron. How the fuck is that even fair, bro? Hell nah. It's just so much cap, bro. A robot. Please, nigga. Come on. But yeah. Yeah, that. I feel like there's nobody in that fucking universe that could beat Frieza, bro. Frieza one-shotted Ego Vegeta and fucking UI Goku, bro. Chill the fuck out, bro. Like, chill out. And what about my nigga Beerus, by the way? They made this nigga so soft, bro. I swear bro, they made him so soft, bro. This nigga is a destroyer, bro. Only thing he's be destroying is his own play with food, bro, for real. Like, goddamn, and it's a fucking cat. Like, I mean, I don't have anything against actual cats, but like, come on, bro. I was shook when I saw that nigga. Like, he was OP as fuck. He got his assistant. Well, not basically his assistant, basically his master, not gonna lie. But, like, I mean, it's kind of crazy that a cat is now a babysitter. A god of destruction is a babysitter now. Like, the fuck? Like, what would Beerus' enemy be? Like, for real, like, this nigga is immortal as long as Supreme Kai exists, right? So, could this nigga really die in battle? For real, like, was Goku actually able to beat his ass? Cause I don't think so, buddy. And past that point, so we're not gonna talk about that Goku needed a whole ass ritual to get Super Saiyan God, and Vegeta just got that shit by training. That nigga got greedy. That nigga was jealous as fuck, and he got pride. Okay, and my nigga Vegeta did it himself by training extra hard. The fuck? Plus, just wild. A hairless dog. It's not even a dog. It's a cat, right? Like, I know solo dogs. Solo dogs. Solo. XOLO. They look pretty much like bears, yeah. For real. But I thought, like, it was a cat. I thought Beerus was a hairless cat. Because dogs got no tails like that. Like, I seriously think that this nigga's a cat. This nigga is a cat, bro. There is no dog that looks so crusty, bro. There is no dog, bro. There is literally no dog that looks so crusty. Oh shit. I got Vegeta in the back, casually exploding. As enemy, oh, a hairless dog. Oh, for real. Damn. Now I feel like they should do a dog, but we all know it's just a pickle, bruh. We all know cats be tripping when they don't got their catnip. Okay, if the cats don't got their catnip, they be tripping. But when they see cucumbers and pickles, they be tripping. Like, they don't understand, bro. Like, but that's coming from the same kid that casually tried to explode snails by throwing salt on them. Bro, I know. Catnip is different for them, bro. Like, I don't think that you should give dogs that shit. Like catnip. Okay, does dogs have, like, some sort of catnip? Because I don't feel like dogs are allowed to get that shit. Because dogs are already special ed as their own. Like, there's literally no dog that's not special ed. Like, all dogs are special ed. Because how the fuck can you see human beings as your parents if you can actually see that they're human beings and not dogs, bro? That's a next level delusion in my eyes, bro. Like, the fuck? And by the way, aren't animals like cats and dogs, they aren't supposed to be enslaved anyway? Like, the fuck? So if I get a bird and I put it in its cage, it's sad, but when I have a dog that's literally not supposed to be inside, a cat, like, it's literally not. Nah. Dogs and cats aren't supposed to be like house fucking keeping them. Like, I don't feel like you gotta keep them as pets, bro. I don't feel like no animal should be kept as a pet, bro. For real. like zoo animals really are there for the bag and they don't even know. Like it's impossible for them to know. But you get where I'm going, right? Like that's sad, but having a like you have the always a group of people that like be fucking putting animal lives above their own lives. Like they be like, "Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. You've been enslaving fucking animals for financial fucking I don't know financial gain." And I'm like, "But nigga, you got a dog. What is even worse? Like, what is worse? Keeping something for financial gain or emotional gain? Like, I feel like emotional would be crazy though. It's for your own fucking sake. It's like you just wanted a dog or like or some sort of shit for yourself, right? Like it don't really matter. Like it's the same thing. Like I don't know how people be tripping, bro. How how are you gonna complain about a zoo and and have pets yourself? Like, but how or is that different or some shit? Like for me, it's the same thing. But people really sometimes gotta tell me, bro, because everything I think it's okay for some reason. It's just it's a thing. But I'm willing to listen to others and whatever the fuck not. So I got my pros and I got my cons, but at least I'm kind of like, how's that called? Fuck, reasonable. Yeah, it's called reasonable. So I don't understand. People be really tripping. And the, oh shit, are we taking that? Are we going that far? Okay. What if I say rainbow group? Do you understand what I say? Like, because if I feel like if I take the last stream got blocked by the way. But it's all right. I still got the subs though. Like if I say rainbow group or like the group of rainbows, do you understand what I'm saying? Like actually understand what I'm saying? Like there's this large amount of people. It's almost a cult, almost, and they follow the path of the rainbows. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I will not say something outrageous, but I have this real like point which niggas really should listen to, like, cause I I think it's going too far. Like it's even going so far that I even can't really say what I want to say without getting problems. Cause I understand when you're attracted to something, like it doesn't really matter, like to some gender. I don't care about it, but the part that I care is that just normal be like being gay for some reason isn't normal no more for the rainbow group. They be like literally clashing with their own, like literally, like they're fighting their own beliefs, like they're fighting their own people too. Like just being gay is not. I'm not gay. I'm just saying that this is a fucking thing on my mind that really makes no sense, and I really try to make sense of it, cause I don't understand how something you can't control and is in your nature at that point is a wrong thing because you're not living with time. How the fuck does that work? Like, what the fuck? So, because you're not extra fucking I don't know, extra zesty, you're not part of the zesty group. What? They really be making war with their own fucking people. It's fucking weird. It's really weird, bro. I don't understand. It really makes me think what their like end goal is for some reason. Like at one point they will take over the fucking world, bro. And that ass, I will fight for my own rights. I don't care. Like if like let's be real, if a nigga like, and I call just everybody a nigga, like not everybody, but like for me a nigga is just a person, right? So if I have to tell like if some type of nigga really come up to me and like tells me what the fuck I'm supposed to do or some bullshit, I can't take that shit. For real, I can't. For real, I would say the most outrageous shit you will ever hear in your entire life, bro. Like, don't be do that. Like, for real, I would literally flame him for everything. I would like literally tell him like, you're not, you don't even know what you is, right? What is you talking about? Like, why is you talking to me for? Like, something like that. I hate niggas that trying to convince others to be like them. Like, it makes no sense. As a person in that group, they fight within. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. They fight within themselves, but what is the point? Like, I chill with you, I fuck with you, you know that. And I read your fucking Discord bio and shit. I don't care. It's all good. And I don't treat you differently. I just treat you as a brother, for real. So I just hate when like people start off with like strong arguments, and by time they just realize that their arguments are just shitty ass things to say, restricting all other people outside that group from doing things. That's insane to me. Just to get your own way. That's insane. But they exist, right? They get respect. Not everybody respects you, but not everybody will respect me. You know? Like what the fuck? Like how they push their program. I don't know. Like it makes no sense. You want all the fucking rights. You want all the same rights, but eventually they exploit them the same rights. Have you heard of the people that like transgend to play in the opposite Olympics, bro? Like, come on, bro. That's crazy to me, bro. That's crazy. What the fuck? So basically, this one female trained her entire life to get at that spot. And just a random other dude just spawns in and just wins. And you know why, but you can't say why. That's insane. That's insane to me. I feel like having a voice is one thing, but they be pushing it, bro. They be pushing it, bro. For real. Personally, I couldn't take that shit off. I couldn't take that level of disrespect. Like that's crazy shit, bro. Like fuck, why would you do that, bro? Like for real. You throw away your entire life basically to ruin somebody else. And the thing is, you know you're finna do it because you thought about it. This is premeditated shit. Bro, what the fuck? I feel the same way as in oh. Alright. I feel the same way about like and this is a fucked up thing, right? You know how certain men get booked in jail or prison for well taking sexual advances upon somebody else without consent, apparently. But what about the niggas that really didn't do that? What about the people that really just were unlucky as fuck? That just shown that the women basically told our officers bogus. It was just like bullshit. It literally was bullshit. It was just cap. So they basically go to the officer and like, oh, he did this to me, he did this to me, just because he didn't like you in school. What about that shit? Like, what about false imprisonment about rape, bro? Come on, bro. I honestly feel like that if you lie about something like that and this nigga got sentenced, bro, sentenced for what, 20, 30 years sometimes, right? Tens of years, like false imprisonment, bro. And it's not even about rape. It's like about the false imprisonment in general. Like that ass. I feel like every false imprisonment, bro. The person that put him behind bars will take that fucking sentence, bro. I don't care if you're 60. You got what, 2 new I don't give a fuck, bro. That same person that was wrongfully in prison could have the same things, bro. Come on now, bro. That ass. Also to all the fucking women that do that shit, lie about getting raped and shit, bro. The hell with you, bro. For real, like serious. If you get caught, I hope you die in prison, bro. That shit is so crazy, and it's still happening till this day, and it just annoys me so much, bro. Like that somebody really like if what if I go back to school or whatever the fuck not, or like I don't know, a bitch is hitting on me and I just casually say no. And I call a bitch, but like if you know my history a little bit, I just call either everybody a bitch or a nigga. I don't care. Okay? If I would respectfully decline her offer because I have a kid and a wife myself. Okay? Just because she got the rejection doesn't make... I don't fucking know. If she would like go to the police and tell them that I fucking did something to her, that's crazy. I don't know how people do that. I know that people can lie about those things, bro. I don't... It's so weird. Or like... It's a whole trend now on TikTok that like people fake mental disorders for some reason. Like, what is this shit? The fuck? How? Why? Like, and especially how? Like, how do people like let that shit slide, bro? Like, what? What is this shit? Some dude tried to fucking disrespect Nipsey, and he got a reality check. How the fuck are you faking cancer? How the fuck are you faking like mental disabilities and get no repercussions about that shit? That's crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy to me, bro. Like that people really can just do that. It's fucking weird. Like tell all what the fuck? How does that fucking work, bro? It's so weird. Like I just hate people in general. Like I feel like I hate everything, or like I just don't like things, and that's all right. Because I will still treat everybody with respect. I will still, like, even though I truly don't give a fuck, I still give a fuck. Like it's different. It's double-sided. It's like normal things I don't really care about doing it. I don't care. It doesn't really affect me or some shit. Oh, that's best trauma, whatever the fuck not, and blah blah blah. But I would still, like, if somebody else has like great feelings for something, as in bonding type shit, I would still do it. So that makes me different from those people, right? Knows the mega churches. What? A band member take away faked having cancer to get money from. That's crazy, bro. Bruh, that's... Was it a chick too, bro? I feel like I heard of that shit. For real. Like, bruh, dead ass, how low do you have to go, bro? in life to do that shit, bro. Like, for real. And the only thing they can think about is money, bro. Money. Money, bro. That's the only thing they can think about. Money. Oh, was it dude? Shit, I saw this. Bro, I saw one where this shit was a woman and she did basically the same shit. It's not the same. She got funded by the church. She just got funded by the church. But it's just crazy to me, bro. People can really do that. Like, bro, if I talk about lying, I talk about fucking, shit. I go to, Andre house, knowing damn well I go to a fucking female. Or like, oh, I'm going to study, and then go to a party, like, little lies like that. Or the ones like, you're in a situation, bro. You're in a dead situation. If you don't answer correct, bro, I would lie my way out of it, bro. I would tell you what the fuck you want to hear, bro, just to get out of that situation and still stab you in the back. Because what the fuck is you trying to threaten me for? Like, what the fuck? Like, the second part, they don't see that coming. I see it, but they don't. Like, the fuck? I'm really about that shit, bro. Fuck that. If you're trying to harm me, it's okay. It's okay to try. So it's okay, bro. But, like, don't be expecting, like, I don't even do shit about it. Like, what? What? Sorry is not a fucking proper apologize for me, bro. It's not. It's just something you learn to say. Literally learn to say. Since you're in kindergarten, and nigga, like, you literally learn to say sorry if you hurt somebody else. Like, what? Hell nah. Get the fuck out of here. Like, for real. I don't take that shit. People be dumb. People be crazy. People be fucking... Bro, I'd be almost ashamed of the human race, for real. Almost, like... It's fucking... You can't do that. You just can't do that. Fuck. If I would have power, it would have been mass segregation. I'm just saying. If I have real power, it would be mass segregation. And that's not because I would, like, segregate races from each other. No. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I would have done is build different cities in different, like it's more like you got all the continents, right? And you got the countries and stuff. The countries within that continent. The blueprint is basically the same for each, like, fucking continent, right? Like, according to that many people they have, and that many whatever the fuck not, right? I would literally put everybody in a town that would trying to learn, get them degrees up, niggas that work, got their own fucking city, people that trying to be high, trying to do whatever, addicts, whatever the fuck, serial killers, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, okay, I would do the drug addicts different from the murderers, of course, but I would put them all in, like, their own little, like, towns or whatever the fuck, and there will be, like, supervision and fucking next top-notch fucking security, okay? Come on, I got money over, okay? For real. Like, let's just take that in consideration. And if I gotta be real about this shit, there are more people that try to take care of other people than they will probably take care of themselves. So I will probably find some freelance niggas to do that across the entire world. So it's not that hard. So if I would do that, and the way you transcend from, like, let's say study city to the work city is if you have certain accomplishments, right? You really gotta show them that you really have the potential to do that shit. Like, if you don't, you can't. It's on you, bro. It's for real. It's on you. It's not a dictatorship. It's still, you get to have phones. You gotta have, like, do stuff. You can throw parties. You can do this. You can do that. But, like, it's more like, I hate it when I go to school and I'm in a class with niggas that don't want to be there. Like, you don't have that problem no more. You sit with niggas that actually want to be at school, right? Ooh, how is crime rate gonna solve? Crime rate isn't even a thing at that point, because I got all them crime motherfuckers in one place. If they want to try to murder each other, I don't care. Like, the fuck? I don't care. They gotta do what they gotta do. The psych ward niggas got their help, but they're all there. Like, at one place. So it would be mass segregation. But, I mean, to what cost? To a better fucking planet. Because it has no point to elect a president every fucking 4 years. It has no point to do all that bullshit. Because everybody has different, like, POVs. Everybody has different fucking points. Right? So it doesn't make any sense. In the Netherlands, we got, like, fucking different type of political groups for that shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this bullshit? You could just... The political groups that go for the mankind and nature and infrastructure, put them together, make them work. How hard is that shit? Why would you still have to, like, rival each other? If you could, like, you did the same amount of years of studying, you could better just fucking join forces, bro. All, like, it don't matter. It's not about, like, your planet. It's about, like, our planet, right? So what the fuck? What is this shit? What the hell? I don't understand. And that ass, if a country is broke, just let them niggas know that lives in that country that they're broke as fuck, bro. Don't be saying fake shit. Damn. At least be honest about the numbers. Shit. There's so much done. There's so much work to need to be done in this fucking stupid world, but nobody's gonna finna do it. And I'm sure it's not gonna do it. Because I really have a hard time for people listening to me anyway. Oh shit, niggas doing dishes. Damn, he's doing chores. I know them chores, bro. Bruh, I used to do them stupid ass chores just to get an answer that's no. Bruh. My mom was different in that, bro. I would ask her, like, fucking, what? 12, 11 in the fucking morning to, I would ask her to go outside. Or, like, inform her that there's a party in the evening. If I could attend the fucking party, right? She would take the entire day, bro, to think about it. And if I asked, the more I asked, the more the guarantee was that she would probably say no. Because she just found it annoying if I would ask continuously. Time, you know? Bruh, party starts at 8. She would just let me know at 10 that I can go, bro. For what? 2 hours, bro. That should be crazy, bro. That really developed trust issues for real. Like, why did she just say no in the first place? Like, what the fuck? Shit is crazy. Damn. Life. I feel like I couldn't take no as a child. Because I always got yes in a way. But it wasn't free or some shit like that. I had to fucking put in work for that shit. Didn't just get it. But yeah, it really got to a problem for real. Like, it really, like, changed into a problem that's unsolvable. Bro, this shit is hitting me for real, bro. Holy shit. Oh yeah. Don't forget, this is a fucking 8-hour stream. I said it yesterday, right? It's an 8-hour stream. Okay, so 8-ish, cause I don't be liking the okay 4 hours and exactly at 4 hours I'm gone. Like nah. Nah. I can't be like that, bro. And that's why I don't actually like to schedule shit, but I just want to let you know, like, for people that don't know what my schedule is. On work days, I try to, from next week, I try to work like 3 days. And on work days, I will probably do 4 hours, and on all the other days, I do probably 8. You finna be making me cheat? How in the fuck am I making you cheat? You should have been cheating from the start, bro. It's just goddamn dishes, nigga. Fuck. Like, dead ass, I would have cheat that shit, bro. Oh, yeah. I did that a lot. I did that, like, a lot. Fuck, I would just ask my little brother, and I would just take the day that he was supposed to do the dishes. I would just take that day, knowing there was less dishes. Like, I would have, bruh, or I would have told her, like, fuck, I had to work, but it's just facts. It's basically facts. It's not even a lie. It's just facts. And, like, it was a long, like, we had, like, it's not necessarily big fights, but, like, more of them small, pointless ones. Like, basically, you're telling me that if you're coming home from a long day at work, you don't get to do shit. But if I work twice as hard as you, as like half your age, literally, I don't get to say that shit because it's not my house that I'm not supposed to be in to begin with. What the fuck? Like, that shit was crazy, bro. She had this idea that 18-year-olds literally could just make enough money and get out. Like, this shit was insane. Shit was insane, bro. But for the rest, it's all good, though. We be big chillin', you feel me? We be big chillin'. We got our life on deck right now. We do that shit. I'm trying to figure the fuck out what I'm finna do. Because this could just be a day in the life. And that literally means that I will probably forget that I'm live at one point, and I just start doing shit, going into Discord calls, do whatever the fuck, and oh yeah, I'm still live. That's literally what happened at the 12 hour. I deadass didn't know at one point. I didn't know that I was live, and I was like at well, how many hours, bro? It was early. I totally forgot that I was live, and I was like, I clicked on the fucking OBS thing, and I was like, damn, I'm 4 hours in, bitch. Like, what the fuck? How? Yeah. I'm just waiting for my crayons. So I'm such a good friend, bro. Deadass. I'm such a good dual master partner. You know why? My homeboy Mario. He's practically my little brother for real. Like, I treat him as my little brother for real. Like I just see my little brother in him so much, which is crazy. That's why I see yeah, it's just my Mario, bro. It's my Mario. It's my nigga. And he plays Master Duel, bro. He really did not know shit about it, and I put him on that game. We even watched fucking movies together, bro. For real, that's how deep we go at this point. And each time I find, or there's an update of Master Duel, of a card of his archetype, I send him. Bro, they released new fucking... Bro, we finna check this shit out right now. Hold on. I'm acting like I'm not streaming right now. The fuck? Hold on, we can check this shit out. We can... Oh, fuck, I already destroyed my deck. I already destroyed my Red Eyes deck. I already destroyed it. Fuck. Master Duel. Like dead ass, bruh, I be playing too much. As in, I be slacking, cause I'm still at silver, and I don't belong in silver. You feel me? But I just don't want to use my necro value for that shit. I just feel like my necro value is just too low. Did they scam me? They released one. I saw it. It was in the fucking thing. Bro, who the fuck is this? Bruh. Another one, bro. Cannot be used as fusion material. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Bruh. It's already OP, bro. This card is already OP. Konami is literally this, bro. We release. I'm Konami right now. Okay? We release powerful cards. How do we solve the problem? With more powerful cards. They banned terraforming, a one-off. Limited one. They banned terraforming, but they bring out new Albion monsters that aren't supposed to be in this. This card doesn't exist, bro. What the fuck is this shit? Oh. Oh, that's... Whoa, I haven't seen this card in a long time, bro. What the fuck? I don't be using it, though. If they're too specific with the monsters that you need, I'm not using it. I need a whole 3 monster cards, bro. I need 3 monster cards on the field to bring this nigga out. Hell nah. Oh, but this nigga looks hard, bro. If this card can attack a number of times each battle phase up to number of tuners used. For it, you can use multiple tuners. Word, bro. Nah, we gotta. Oh fuck! I got bonus packs. Oh, my song's on repeat. Damn. My phone is almost dead too. I got bonus packs or something. Packs bonus. Give me that. I don't even know how I get those, but oh shit, I don't have those. Duelist Cup Legacy Pack. Alright. The Duelist Cup is open. I didn't even know, bruh. What the fuck? Bruh. Bruh. Nobody told me this shit. What the fuck? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I can fuck them up with my authorized deck though. Shit. Okay, now we're using Alter Heist first. And after that, like if we can't use Alter Heist, we will probably use Necro Valley. You will probably use Necro Valley. Because there is no way that I'm not attending. I gotta win this cup one time. I gotta do it once, bro. I'm so confident in my skills that I can do this. Like, I've discovered every summoning condition. I know how to do everything in this game. There's no way that I don't get a shot at that shit. Okay, listen, this ass, but if you're back, hold up. We gotta. There's a whole cup going on what I didn't know of, so we gotta do it. Thing here. Like, this is my alter heist deck. I can explain what this deck does. It's trap related card. It's trap related and special summon related. And negations are a thing. So I'll think that I will bait him out. Because in order to use multi-faker, I gotta activate a spell card to summon him from my hand to the deck to special summon another alter heist monster. Well, I obviously can't do it yet, but my second plan, my plan B, is him attacking me, and in that flip summon you see that it's an authorized monster, so I get to special summon Gungary to stop the battle phase. Nah, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I will play Forest, bro. I play for 2 people. I play for you and me, bro. Don't worry. Cash, steer up. Get the fuck out of here. Hell nah. This man really thought about it, bro. And the thing here is he's just going to fucking summon a new fucking Fenrir. Play with Ray using Cyber Dragon structure deck. Ooh. Hey man, you had to do what you had to do, bruh. Cause like against Ray, no disrespect. It's highly not disrespect, but I have never, and perhaps I encountered his account. I encountered his channel too late. Because I have never ever seen such decks in my life, such structure decks. Like it's not structure. His decks are not structure decks, but like structured decks. Because I don't usually I don't combine decks. Now I do because it's just the modern era of Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. But usually I'm one archetype pure or like one type pure, right? I've never played rogue decks in my life. And I don't understand how people can play rogue-like decks and still talk kind of shit. I don't know. A rogue deck is not that hard to make. I just don't want to sound like a fucking hater. Because Ray's my nigga, bro. He's my mans. Like, he did so much for me. Like, it's crazy, actually. And in return, I just want to make things, right? I just help him out with server. Even though some other nigga also asked me to build a server. Okay, we power Hextia, because Hextia is actually the type of nigga you want on the field right now. Like, I feel like if, as a duelist myself, if you talk about other people's decks, it's mostly stated as hate. Well, I love to do it, bro. For real, for real. We're like alike, but opposite. It's so funny. It's so funny. But Ray, bro, his channel is rising, bro. That really makes me wonder. I gotta step up my shit, like for real. And I love keeping characters, people like that around me, because they really like remind me of like, nigga, you're lacking. You could have had this if you just did this. And yeah, and that's the part that I actually kind of hate about my channel as a whole. I rely too much on other niggas to do it myself, so now I'm doing it myself. I have to learn to use the deck on the spot. I have that. When I just cook the deck, when I literally just cook the deck, and I gotta try it, but I want to try it against him, and it just doesn't work, bro. It's just fuck. That instantly makes my deck ass. Even though I'd be having crazy ideas, bro, with decks. Like shit that you usually don't even would want to use. Fuck. What is you trying to do, bro? It don't matter. Oh fuck! I was too late with my effect. Damn. Bro, it don't matter, bro. This nigga doesn't do shit. Like, it even hurts me that you have to play Cash Terra with Lava Golem, bro. God damn. Like, this is some next level disrespect. I'm not gonna lie. This is not funny. Bruh. Oh, Dragon Maid, Link Evolution. Fuck. Bruh, I'm just not a meta slave, bro. I can't. It just disgusts me. Fuck. So many cards. He even lost. Well, what the fuck is this? He wasn't even sure about his shit. Connection failed, bro. What I was about to do was summon the monster that I already had to attack him directly, because that monster can do that, and take Lava Golem back to his hand. At that point, I would be open for one turn. He would obviously attack me, Conqueror on the field, boom, boom, boom. And otherwise, I could have just used my pot spell card and shuffle 5 cards back and draw 2. Very OP if you use a lot of like materials, like as in monster materials or cards in general. Like, it's good for milling and stuff. And if you build a deck, bro, use staple cards. Like, my staple cards are like Allure of Darkness, Upstart Goblin, Drowning Mirror. It was Mirror Force, but I changed it to Solomon Warning. So yeah, those are my staples. Like, those are like an actual every deck that I have. What is this? Okay, Trickster. Oh fuck, guys. Fuck. You know what I wanna understand sometimes is how the enemy team always has these like, oh, he bricked. Did he just brick? Whoa, what a ass card, bro. What the fuck? I don't even know why I have this nigga in here, bro. I never use this nigga. Bruh, I could have used the graveyard effect right there. I didn't even think about it. Used to the new stuff on Yu-Gi-Oh! Ah, bro. I can get you through that shit. Don't worry. What's up, my nigga? Bruh, the cup is out. We gotta farm, bro. If you want gems, this is the way. I know. Bro, look at him. Look at him playing Labyrinth. Also, just look at him doing that, bro. What is this shit? Are we only 15 minutes? I gotta prepare you for some shit, and I gotta test some decks on you. For real, bro. Oh, you saw what? GX, bro. Deadass, you gotta watch. You gotta watch thing. You gotta watch the movie. You gotta watch What was the movie that we watched, Mario? Dimension. The Dimension. You really gotta watch that shit. That was peak, bro. That movie that we watched, Mario. Yu-Gi-Oh movie that we watched, bro. Fuck, that shit was hard, bro. Fuck. Even after all these years, it was hard as fuck. Bro, that shit was hard. I've understood the pendulum. Need to get used to Link and Synchro. Ah. Basically, think about this. Synchro is basic math. Just literally basic math. So if you have a level 3 Synchro monster and you want to bring out a level 7 Synchro monster, right? You need a level 3, mostly a level 3 and a level 7. Like a level 3 tuner, or a level 7 monster, or a level 7 tuner, or a level 3 monster. It's fucked up. It's hard sometimes. Oh fuck, I can do this. Oh, Dark Dimension. Oh, dude, you gotta watch that movie, bro. Like, if y'all follow me on fucking Kick, I watch anime on Kick, bro. For real. I be watching bro. Fuck. I recently watched Jujutsu Kaisen as far as it now. Tokyo Revengers, watching new episodes. I'm watching one old anime too. So we might be able to like watch Dark Side of Dimensions and do other things. Like, I'm down for all that. You know. Special summon. Oh fuck. Yes. Fuck your burn damage, nigga. Hold up. We can. Hold up. Can I cook? But I can. Can I cook? Hold up. Let me figure out what's the best way to do this, cause I really do not want to lose against this shit. But Hexia's the best option. Fuck. We go with Hexia, bro. We use you and you. We get the power up. Like XYZ is also XYZ is probably one of the easiest. But Synchro is just basic math. You gotta, if you have a tuner 3 and you want a Synchro level 10, it's easy. It's just, you gotta just divide. But usually the trick with Synchro is just use level 8 Synchro monsters. Like, for real. The only thing you need is a level 4 Synchro or a tuner and a level 4 normal probably. Okay, fuck. I take this. This is probably one of my greatest cards that I own. Bro, I'm truly proud of this card, like for real, like. Memory Gant. Like, she doesn't look like fucking shit. Bro, I will teach you everything you need. I have like literally taught like 3 people how to play this in less than 2 days. Bro, he's gonna burn me to death. But like, if I destroy one of those monsters, I don't have a big deal, right? Don't you worry, brother. Bitch. Yeah. Yeah, take that. Take that damage. Yeah. Like, the bitch burned me to death. Fuck. I'm not even sure I can win this with this. Like, I didn't pay enough attention to this shit. What the fuck is she trying to do, bruh? Bro, I will fucking never send my shit to the GI, bro. What the fuck's she talking about? Like, I will destroy that card over there, bro. And that effect will fucking backfire on your ass. Like, that ass. That ass. Ooh, should we watch all of Yu-Gi-Oh. All. Like, I'm talking about all. I'm talking literally about all. Like, the first one, where, like, Yugi was a fucking sadist and, like, did whatever the fuck he wanted and, like, literally made people suffer. Literally, like. That was actually the first Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. If you know about that shit, you're a real OG. In all the correct orders. Yup. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero. Yup. People be talking about, oh, I love it, but they don't even know, bro. They don't even know how evil this nigga actually is. Like, basically, because my daddy was evil, I can do better. That's literally what Atem is doing. Like, fuck. Shit, that shit is insane, bro. That shit is fucking insane. They aired that bitch. Bro, I can stop this, but I'm fucking scared. Face-up card. So if I destroy this one, I still get to the gate. Bro, for real. Like, for real. After all that, that shit is bogus. After all that shit, like, Dual City was I, GX was I, 5Ds was I. Sexual, I don't know. I don't know about sexual, bruh. I got like feelings about sexual, but GX was so hard. Like, they introduced us to fucking fusion type shit. They introduced, well, I'm forgetting one entire fucking bro. The one with Sark in it is peak. That's the only thing I'm saying. I don't know what the name is now, but the one with Sark in that bitch was peak. That shit was peak, bro. Like, what the fuck? Eventually, it turns out all them niggas symbolize one, like, type of card. Like this, so you had this one nigga that has starving venom, and that symbolized fusion. You got the Clearwing nigga, and that was synchro. You got the XYZ dragon, and all those dragons form one giant fucking pendulum monster, bro. And apparently, all those different sides, all those characters, all those protagonists were one being, bro. And that dude, bro, that shit was big as fuck, bro. God, bro, that shit, bro. I made an entire deck dedicated to Zark, and I destroyed it, and I feel bad about it. I could utilize Zark fully if I wanted to. Like, and that's why I say that I can use every summoning condition, because I had literal every summoning condition in that deck. Like, what the fuck? I had Pendulum, XYZ, Synchro, Link, even Fusion. I had everything in that bitch, and I destroyed it. Bro, so even if I draw a card, I'm fucked. Oh, you're fucked, buddy. Because I'm not planning to draw any cards, and I'm not planning to destroy my own cards. You can't even use spell cards because you don't have no spellcasters on the field. You have fairies. I respectfully outplayed you. Like, unless this nigga wipes my entire board. Zark? Bro, search it up. Zark. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zark or some shit. Zark. It was an anime. It was not a name of an anime, but the main antagonist had a Yu-Gi-Oh card called Sark. Sark, something. It was a huge fucking dragon that can only be got brought out if you combine like all those fucking summoning conditions. And that dragon was like a level rank 12, 4K defense, 4K 80K beat stick that could willingly fuck your decks up. Kinda. Bro, what is you making me taking cards for? You're lost, bro. Damn. You know when I, like, be talking smack early, talking shit early, bro? You know I'm finna win, bro. Oh, should I show you Zark? Hold up. Bruh, what was the pendulum, niggas? Arc Visa. Yep. Yep. That was him. Yep. That, bro, I swear, bro, when they finally revealed how this shit worked, I made a whole fucking deck. I had this whole deck. I might rebuild it, bro. It was so crazy. This nigga was multiple niggas. He made the multiple niggas corrupt themselves to bring out himself. With the power of cards. Bro, yes, I use it. I think you know it. I think you still know when I use that shit. Bro, every time when I threw out Sark, bro, people were like, what the fuck is this card? There's so much videos. What? Yes. That shit was hard. I'm telling you, that shit was peak, bro. After all that bullshit that we got, bro, that was actual peak. Like, for real, bro. Like, 5Ds was hard until, bro. Like, it was hard until they made a fucking video power scaling every fucking duelist, right? Or every main antagonist. And I was like, okay, you know that Atem is like millions years old, right? This nigga got a fucking KD of I don't fucking know, right? And they threw it out like fucking Yusei had like a 5-0 or 5-1 or something. And that's pretty good. Oh, what the fuck is this hand, bro? What the fuck? It's so ass. Fuck. This song is not fitting, bro. Yes. Pokery. Go back to my hand, my friend. And that's literally the only thing I can do. Like, if he attacks me, I get momentum, though. But, like, only if he attacks me. Like, alter guys monsters are cool, but they lack protection, and their protection is trap cards. Labyrinth, bro. Why me? It starts now, bro. The second that I said that I rather play cup than competitive, basically the same thing, this shit started happening, bro. Labyrinth is ass, bro. I don't know why people play this. It's fucking ass, bro. It's auto as it can be, bro. Nobody plays trap cards. I don't even want to play trap cards, but I got it though. Like, what is he thinking about? Like, I was about to say, the fuck? Give me my momentum, bro. Give me my momentum. What is you doing, bro? The fuck is that? The fuck is that? And we negate the field spell. Always negate the field spell, guys. If it's labyrinth, always the field spell. The monsters, they can recycle. They get fucking new monsters any time of the day. Always the field spell. And if you can do the continuous trap card, do it. Fucking do it. Okay, just fucking do it. You don't have to ask me questions. Just do it. I don't know what the fuck this card does, but I heard it was very ass. And it was. Okay, we got... Do I wanna though? As long as this card is on the field, this card is negated. But this nigga is not helping me. I knew I was overpowered. I fucking knew I was OP. Oh, fuck, I can fuck him up, bruh. Fuck, I have too many options though. Fuck! This is so annoying. Fuck, what do I want to do? What is, because trap cards for sure. That means labyrinth monsters, right? Can I prevent him from bringing out monsters? Yes, I can. Because my favorite staple card, that nobody knows that it's a staple card, but it is. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. She's basically a living fucking continuous spell card. Oh, you bitch! I didn't think of that shit. Okay, do it. Do it and see what happens, bro. Okay, it's alright, it's alright. We get the cooking still, because we think 3 steps ahead. I will pop this Solomon's Strike whenever the fuck I need to pop it. Then use my effect to get Multifaker out. Multifaker will bring out Conjury. Conjury will still negate that thing, because I will still negate that. He can't attack me. After that... Oh, bro, he has so many fucking... Is he able to attack me? He is. So, as long as he doesn't do some mumbo jumbo type shit, I can't pop this. Whoa, shit, I'm in a pickle and a half right now, bruh. What am I supposed to do? Because if I pop this effect, he would just pop something else. I just know he will, bro. That's so weird. That's so weird. Wait, I can force summon if I truly want to. But I want to do this different time. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, nah, I don't want to do that yet. I have a other cook moment. It's a shame that you're not that level 7 right there. But it be like that sometimes. And now I will really fuck you up, cause you're starting to piss me off with the stupid ass deck that you have. Like, we just do this cause we're funny. Like, I can even negate his effects if I really want to. Okay. Now we sacrifice niggas to bring out other niggas. Because we're finna overpower other niggas. And now, because we're really petty. That's level 3, right? Yeah. And like. Doing like this. Whose math ain't mathing right now, bruh? Whose math ain't mathing right now, bruh? What is this? Destroy the target card. Bruh, that's crazy, cause I don't want you to destroy me, bro. Like, now I fucked up. Kinda. But he will waste all his resources right now. And that's what we want. This is, like, literally a perfect song for my tendencies right now. Hexed up. Like, if he somehow negates my shit, my summoning, Zaz even can't even save me at this point, bro. I'm cooked. I feel like I give them too much options by playing Alteration. It's safe to say that if I had Necro Valley right now, this all would be like not happening. So this is like a clear indication from God even to play Necro Valley. Fuck, it's the wrong. I should have. I should have brought out another the other trap card. I should have brought out this one. This allows me to special summon another alterized monster in my graveyard. That would probably be Banshee, Prime Banshee, because she has 2100 ATK. Then it would have triggered Multifaker's effect. I would have used Multifaker to special summon now another monster instead of Conjury to get out other cards. Link summon. Win game. But no. No, I did not. This. He's about to beat my ass. But this only helps my hatred towards Labyrinth. Like, who the fuck uses fucking trap cards like this, bro? Like, it's not even trap cards no more. It's like spell cards, because they can... If you do the math, you only have to attack me, but Yu-Gi-Oh players don't think like that. They want to show off their non-skills. Like, this is Labyrinth, okay? I will probably only talk shit about Labyrinth. Like, oh, nah, that's not true. Labyrinth and, how's that fucking deck called, bruh? It's even worse than Labyrinth. Well, Kashtira is one of, like, my top 3 is probably fucking Kashtira at number 1. 2, bro, what Tearlament? Yup, Tearlament is 2, and Labyrinth is 3. Like, it's literally those